Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Why, you may ask, does everyone so eagerly wish to know the future? Shall we not arrive there soon enough? And what is this passion to foretell the future? Isn't it better to be surprised? And suppose you could read the future, what good would it do you? What good did it do the prophets of old? Who listened to them?
Sahib! Sahib, I have seen her.
Seen who?
The Mem, Sahib. I have seen her.
You have seen my wife?
She appeared to me on the road. Give my salams to thy master, she said, and tell him I shall see him at Nudea.
Nudea? Where is Nudea?
She says that thou shalt find it at the proper time.
But my wife is dead. Our mystery drama, By Word of Mouth, was especially adapted from a story by Rudyard Kipling for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Court Benson. I'll be back shortly with Act One.
The year is 1943 on Walton's Mountain. You'll want to share the heartwarming stories of love and sacrifice as World War II brings growth and change to America's favorite family. Next, the exotic beauty of Hawaii's tropical paradise is the setting for volcanic adventure and heart-stopping action with Jack Lord and an exciting new Hawaii 5-0 team. Then, Buddy Ebsen as Barnaby Jones teamed up for a new season of suspense and drama with Betty and J.R. Barnaby Jones, the private eye who's easygoing on the outside while he fights to put the bad guys on the inside. Thursdays are a night to remember this fall on CBS television.
More men are killed by overwork than the importance of the world justifies, said Mr. Rudyard Kipling, who was no stranger to overwork himself. As a matter of fact, many of Kipling's stories are concerned with serious people who worked very hard and wound up with very little to show for it. Here's one of them. It shall be narrated in the words of the master himself.
This tale may be explained by those who know how souls are made and where the bounds of the possible are put down. I have lived long enough in India to know that it is best to know nothing, and I can only write the story as it happened. Edward Dumoise was our civil surgeon at Madiki in the Punjab. He was a pleasant, easygoing young man who never quarreled with anyone, except when it came to saving lives. Edward.
Hello, Kipling.
What's this I hear about you?
That would depend on whom you've been talking to.
Do you actually intend to enter the Malahai Temple?
If I have to.
Edward, no European is permitted inside.
Then let them bring her out.
Well, you will provoke a riot in the city.
They can't surround that poor, sick little girl with a veil of dark superstition.
You cannot violate a Malahai Temple.
I'm a doctor.
They happen to be a warrior caste. There could be a riot.
This little girl will die if she's not treated immediately. She could very likely start an epidemic.
Edward, she's not some poor little girl. She's a princess. She's the daughter of a Dunbar Raja.
All the more reason to save her life.
Edward, you're new to India. Let me explain. This high-born princess has been dedicated to the temple. She is a virgin priestess. No European is supposed to look at her. No man of any kind is even supposed to touch her.
Oh, that's too bad. Because the fact is, I do have to look at her, and I do have to touch her. And I'll do it as modestly and respectfully as I can.
No, their law says you can't.
Would they rather she died?
Yes, but that's too simple an answer.
Why? Doesn't it state the fact?
The fact, yes. The idea, no. Her illness has been cast on her by all the gods and goddesses who make up the pantheon of the Malahai religion. It is their will that she die.
But why? What did she do?
Oh, perhaps her beauty excited the envy of a jealous goddess. Who knows?
I do. And so do you. She most likely drank some polluted water.
Edward, the colonel has asked me to use persuasion.
I'm a civil servant. The colonel has no rights.
The colonel is thinking of the overall situation.
Kipling, if you have your carriage outside, Could you give me a lift to the temple?
What could I do? There was no reasoning with him. The square in front of the temple was crowded. Word had spread that the Inglesi doctor intended to cure the virgin priestess. The mob parted reluctantly to let my carriage through. But at the gate was the biggest, brawniest Malahai priest I have ever seen. And he had the biggest sword, too.
What do you here, unbeliever?
Why do you call me an unbeliever? I believe the same things you do. That God is good, God is great, and that all of us are his children.
Go pray in your own temple.
Am I not welcome to pray in yours?
No,
Why?
because you are an unbeliever.
We're back to that. The great lady of your temple is ill. She will die.
If it is the will of Malahai.
Think you so? I say it is the will of evil devils in the water.
How dare you blaspheme against the Malahai?
If I have blasphemed against him, let him strike me down. Well, why does the ground still remain firm beneath my feet? Why does the earth not swallow me up? Priest, open the temple gate. We shall enter. Do not try my patience, priest. I said open the gate.
You within, open the gate.
You want to come along, Kipling?
I'm in this deep. I wonder if we'll ever get out of it alive. I had never been in a Malahai temple. I was not prepared for the riches, the beauty. The walls, it seemed, were of gold and encrusted with diamonds and rubies. Everywhere one looked were immense silver statues. What wealth, while the people starved. We came to a larger room. It was sparsely and simply furnished. In the center was a bed. On the bed was a girl, a young woman, perhaps 20 years old, with radiant black hair and the most beautiful face I had ever seen, even though it was strained by pain and illness.
I will examine the priestess.
Examine.
That's what I said.
You will advance no further.
I intend to cure the priestess.
Weave your spell from where you stand.
Oh, that's impossible. I must take a pulse. A respiration, study the coloration of her skin. Give her this medicine.
The Malahai forbids it.
Then let the Malahai stop me.
Edward, don't be a fool. Come back. Let's get out of here. Edward, before it's too late.
It's too late now. Good morning, most reverend priestess. Do you speak English? I'm afraid my Hindi isn't very good. I haven't been very long in the country. Can you tell me where it hurts?
No, Edward. Don't reach for her hand.
Well, let me feel your pulse at any rate.
Well, son, you've gone ahead and done it.
Old man, you want to give me a hand here?
I may as well be hanged for a jackass instead of a goat.
Much obliged. Open up that medical bag. Give me the small bottle. That's the one.
Edward.
I think we can take the fever down.
They expect her to die.
She's not out of the woods yet.
But don't you see, Edward? Now they can blame it on you.
On me?
You forced your way inside. You defiled the holy high priestess, and that's why she died.
I'll take a larger bottle, too. No, the other one. That's it.
It'll be an excuse for rioting, bloodletting.
She has a chance. Well, Your Highness, you feel a little bit better? Can you breathe a little more easily?
Yes.
Don't try to talk yet. You there, priest. Listen. She is to be given a spoonful from this large bottle every 2 hours, a spoonful from a small bottle every 4 hours.
They're not going to do what you tell them.
But they have to.
Do you think they would dare to touch any of your medicines?
Well, if they won't take care of her, I'll just have to do it myself.
And he did. He stayed 3 days in that temple and nursed her round the clock. On the 4th day, he staggered out of there and into my waiting carriage.
She's going to be all right. She's going to live.
She is?
Yes. The fever's down. True color is back. She has an appetite. Yes, she's a healthy young lady again.
How long do you think she'll live, Edward?
I don't know what the life expectancy is in India, Kipling, but for a young woman of her rank and position...
Well, I would say she might expect to live about a week.
What did you say?
She's been defiled by your touch.
But I cured her.
And since she's been defiled, she will be turned out of the temple. Her family also will cast her out. No one will have anything to do with her.
But this is...
This is the way it is.
They will actually turn her out into the street?
Yes.
I find that impossible to believe.
In India, find nothing impossible to believe. She'll be lucky if they don't stone her to death.
It's my fault.
Not really. If you hadn't treated her, she'd have died in any case.
What's that?
They're going to open the temple gate.
Look. That's her. The priestess.
The former priestess.
What's going to happen?
I told you what was going to happen.
People of the city, behold the priestess who is priestess no longer, defiled and polluted by the eyes and the hands of the unbelievers. Behold one who is already dead. In her is no longer the spirit of life, but the evil demons that are part of the black magic of the infidels. You, Lala, daughter of kings, princess and priestess no longer, be gone from us. Let no true believer give her food or drink or shelter, for this will only strengthen the evil demons within her. Be gone, Lala. Be gone.
What are we going to do?
I shall speak to the regimental chaplain. Father Victor's a good sort. He arranged to have her sent to a school for native girls somewhere far from here.
No.
But it's the best we can do for her.
Is it?
At this time and in this place, realistically, yes.
No. We can do better than that.
Where are you going? It was obvious. He jumped down from the carriage, shouldered his way through the crowd, and caught up with her. He took her by the arm. You could hear a gasp from the crowd and see a shudder pass through her body. And very gently, he led her back to the carriage and helped her up onto the seat.
Drop us off at my place, Kipling. She'll stay with me.
Edward, you know what you're doing. Some weeks went by. I forgot about Edward. After all, I had a newspaper to get out. But I was starting to hear rumors I simply couldn't credit. Finally, Mrs. Hawksby came into the office. Mrs. Hawksby, our social arbiter, who knew everything about everyone.
Mr. Kipling, I'll come right to the point. Whatever are we going to do about Edward Dumoise?
Well, do we have to do anything, dear Mrs. Hawksby?
Dear Mr. Kipling, he's a most promising young man, an exceptional surgeon. He must not be permitted to throw away his chances for a brilliant career. He'll be ostracized.
The girl is living in his house, but that doesn't necessarily mean that there is any improper conduct between them.
Unfortunately, that's true. He simply cannot marry a native girl.
Marry? Who said anything about marriage?
He has already asked Father Victor to perform the ceremony.
Well, it's impossible.
Weren't you the one who told me that nothing is impossible in India?
Yes. He wants to marry her? But I thought there was a girl back in England.
All of you bachelors out here in India say you have a girl back in England. I wonder if it's the same one.
Well, if he wants to marry her, I don't know what's to be done about it.
In a sense, it's all your fault.
My fault?
Well, at the very least, you're an accessory. You were the one who drove him to the temple. You got him into it. Now, it's your responsibility to get him out of it.
And thus, even before you have a chance to prepare your defense, you discover, as Mr. Kipling did, that the jury has already returned with the verdict. What they probably want him to do is to talk with Dr. Edward Dumoise, something he's already done before with very little success. Well, he gets another chance at it in Act 2. East is east, and west is west, and never the twain shall meet, said Mr. Rudyard Kipling. But here he has gone ahead and violated his very own tenet in the story that he has written for us. Because Mr. Kipling did stage a meeting between East and West. And not just a meeting, but a marriage. To continue.
Are you feeling all right, Mr. Kipling?
I haven't come here to talk about myself.
I know. You've come to talk about me. Join the club. I know what you'll tell me.
Physician, heal thyself.
From what disease?
From the worst disease a young man can catch. Nonconformity. Edward, you're sacrificing your prospects for a career.
I'm not concerned with a career. All I want to do is practice medicine.
And that's all you will do for the rest of your life.
But isn't that exactly what I was trained to do?
Edward, there are things to be considered in a marriage.
Just one thing. Love. And we are in love.
Love.
She's beautiful, Kipling, the most beautiful woman in the world.
And I agree, but this is India.
Why does everyone keep saying, this is India, this is India? Why are things different in India?
She's beautiful now, Edward.
Ravishing.
But it doesn't last long. They bloom early, these lovely Indian blossoms, and they wither early. Well, she'll be 30 and she'll look like 60. Scrawny and bony, or else fat and squat. Well, excuse me, I'm only stating the conventional wisdom.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and her beauty is fixed in my eye forever. Have you stated your case, or is there anything else you might care to add?
The rules could be bent a bit, perhaps, because she is, after all, a princess, and the very word royalty is enough to throw sand in the eyes of any proper Englishman. But she's an outcast.
I know all your arguments, and I'm sure you know all my answers in advance. So, why not join me in a toast for the bride? Hey there, Rotan Singh, 2 whiskey pegs, now.
That's another thing. How do you manage to keep a native servant?
Oh, Rotan Singh is a Sikh. He doesn't hold with this Malahai sort of thing. Besides, he adores her. Fairly worships her, as a matter of fact.
Are you sure you're not being seduced by this romantic, youthful conceit of 2 against the world?
I was hoping we could be 5.
5?
Yes. Thank you, Rotan Singh. Mr. Kipling likes his without... Oh, I see, you know. How is the princess?
She rests, and the world must stand still until the heaven-born awakes.
Which is as it should be. Thank you, Rotan Singh. You may go.
You said you hoped we would be 5?
Yes, Bilal and I, that's 2. Father Victor, who will perform the ceremony, that's 3. Rotan Singh, who approves completely, makes 4. And I was hoping you would stand up for me.
Oh.
I'm sorry I asked. There's really no reason for you to become mixed up in this disreputable affair.
Oh, nonsense. I'm considered somewhat disreputable myself. After all, I'm a writer, you know. To the bride.
To the bride.
And so they were married, as they say in a million stories, including quite a few of my own. If I had thought she was beautiful when I had seen her lying ill in the temple, she was positively radiant at her wedding. And each day, if possible, she grew fairer. She was seen only on rare intervals, when she would ride in her carriage driven by the faithful Rotan Singh. And men would stop to stare at her, and women to sigh. And everyone was wrong about Edward's being cast out of society. He was besieged with invitations to dinners, balls, parties, but he refused them all.
I'll come right to the point, Mr. Kipling. We must do something about poor Edward Dumoise.
Oh, isn't that too late now, Mrs. Hawkesby?
Whatever are you talking about?
Well, he went and did the unspeakable, didn't he? He married a native girl.
My dear Kipling, there are native girls, and there are native girls.
Oh, I've always been aware of that.
Besides, beauty makes its own laws. We are too few in the land and too dependent on each other. He simply must come out into society with his wife.
Well, why don't you tell him that?
I have, but he won't listen to me.
Well, isn't it obvious he doesn't listen to me either?
You're supposed to be clever. Can't you think of something?
But I thought I would become an outcast, a pariah. Or so all my good friends took such great pains to tell me.
What can we do with the world? Take it as we find it. Now, you must get out more. It isn't fair to Lala.
Lala is quite content to remain at home.
Well, then it isn't fair to you.
But I don't care to go out. I have another life now.
But of course you do. You're a married man. But that doesn't mean that nothing, no one else exists.
Nothing and no one exists for me but Lala.
Oh, dear. You must also live in the world.
We have a world of our own. I never dreamed such a world could exist. I come home. It's as if I'm transported to another planet. A strange and wonderful place. I don't want to leave it. I don't want to leave her. Oh, we're so happy, Kipling. So happy.
It was a marriage that was first sung in heaven and brought down to earth in perfect harmony. Of course, protocol demanded that they give the occasional dinner party. But these were few and far between. To visit their house on these rare occasions was a treat for the heart. She was radiant. Well, you're waiting for the serpent to enter this Garden of Eden, and I shall not disappoint you. One day, she fell ill.
Is Dr. Maitland still up at Simla?
Maitland? What month is it? April. Well, he usually goes on a hunting holiday. We could send someone to the hills to rout him out.
I don't know what to make of it. She has a fever that simply won't go down. I've tried everything.
Well, can you consult with anyone else?
Maitland's the man for this sort of thing.
Oh, we could telegraph Simla and ask them if...
don't have that much time.
Oh, I didn't know it was that serious.
Well, neither did I till this morning. Kipling, if anything should happen, I just don't know what I shall do.
Mind if I come in? Oh, Strickland. No, by all means.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
No, not at all. Just getting ready to close up shop and pop over to see Edward Dumoise. How are things in the police department?
That's why I'm here. In my official capacity. I've got Rudolph Singh in custody.
What? You've arrested him? Why? What's he done?
He took after the high priest of the Malahide temple with a knife.
Good.
Fortunate thing, a few of my constables were nearby, else he would have killed the fellow. It would be a rope, for sure.
Well, do you know why he did it?
Yes, he claims that the Malahide have cast a spell, a death spell on Lala. It can only be removed by the blood of their high priest.
Do you believe this nonsense? What shall you do with him?
I don't want to bother Edward at a time like this. I can release Rudolph Singh in the custody of a responsible person. Are you willing?
Oh, well, of course.
Poor Edward.
You think she's going to die?
Well, don't you? It's all too beautiful, too perfect. And the gods are too jealous.
The gods. You know what, Strickland? I think you and I have been in India too long. I should have killed the pig, Kipling Sahib. But we shall have no more of that, Rudolph Singh. I bear responsibility for thee to the government. Surely Kipling Sahib is aware that the swine will bring death to my heaven-born mistress. Go thou now to the house of thy master, who requires thy services in this time of great need. But someone must kill the dog if the divine one is to live. Get thee hence to thy duties, or I shall have the warder return you to jail. You sit amongst the miracles of the 19th century, the telephone, the telegraph, the incandescent lamp, the railroad, the steamboat. And to the average native here in India, these things are all works of magic. And yet there is another magic here in this ancient land. A magic that controls the mind, the body, life and death. I was tempted to go to the Malahide priest and ask him, or bribe him, to remove the spell. The spell. Listen to what I'm saying. But of course that wouldn't do. I went instead to Edward's house.
I think she's better. Look, there's more color. No. Oh, she's worse. I know she's worse.
Try to be calm, Edward.
How can I be calm? I'm helpless. I'm supposed to be a doctor, but I can't find anything wrong with her. She keeps getting weaker and weaker.
Why? It could be some germ we know nothing about.
Edward.
Darling, don't try to speak.
I must speak. I am being punished.
Punished? Oh, my sweet, innocent darling. What did you ever do to deserve punishment?
I was given in marriage to the god Malahai.
No, darling.
I was the bride of the god Malahai, and he summoned me to his palace in the heavens.
Oh, you mustn't say a thing like that, dearest.
And so I lay there on my deathbed in the temple, waiting for him. And then I saw you, and I became false to my vow, because I fell in love with you, Edward.
Darling, try to preserve your strength.
And you fought with him for me, and your magic won. But you cannot triumph for long, because you are only mortal, and he is a god.
Just hold on to my hand, Lala. Hold my hand.
He sends for me.
Darling, you're going to get well.
I must leave you now, but I shall meet you very soon in Nudea.
Hold my hand, darling.
Come to me in Nudea. Edward, remember Nudea. Remember.
Lala? Oh, no. No!
And in that moment she was gone. The deep and sparkling black eyes were now closed forever. I felt that a certain irreplaceable beauty had vanished from the land.
I shall meet you in Nudea. Where and what is Nudea? At any rate, how can they meet if she's dead? Well, who says it has to be a meeting in the traditional sense? You know us. We have all kinds of meetings. And we shall all meet here shortly for the third act. Till death do us part has always been an integral element of the marriage vows. But here we seem to have a marriage that is supposed to endure whether the participants are dead or alive. It's Mr. Rudyard Kipling's story. Let him continue to tell it.
Everyone at the station turned out for the funeral. Poor Edward. He broke down utterly at the brink of the grave and had to be taken away. After a while, he went back to work. He did his usual competent job, but he refused to be comforted. He obviously needed a vacation and a change of scene. I tried to convince him to take one.
I don't feel like going on leave.
Well, do you the world of good, Edward?
There's no good left in this world for me. Oh, could you do me a favor?
Ask.
You have all those maps and atlases, encyclopedias in your office. Find out where Nudea is.
Nudea?
Lala mentioned it just before she died.
Nudea? Well, I don't know what it can be. She was delirious, poor girl. Nudea could refer to almost anything.
Could you try to look it up? There are thousands and thousands of remote towns and villages all over India that are completely unknown to the rest of the country once you get walking distance away.
Now that you mention walking, how about going with me on a walking tour?
No, thanks.
Well, just for a few weeks. We can take pictures, do a little shooting. Come on, Edward. You just can't stay here where every stick of furniture, the very paint on the walls, keeps reminding you of Lala.
Wherever I go, I'll always be reminded of Lala.
Well, then, let's go to the hills and breathe the clear, cool air and shoot the tiger with a gun or a camera, whatever you fancy. I talked him into it, finally. And so, taking Rutan Singh along to do for us, we went up to the hill country. And we hunted and fished. And we breathed the pure air of the mountains. Slowly, the healing process began. Rutan Singh's a bit put out. Well, not exactly, but I think he expected a little more mourning on Edward's part.
Edward, Sahib, he forgets. He forgets.
It is well that the gods send us forgetfulness, Rutan Singh. Else our hearts should never be mended.
He forgets the heaven-born.
No, she remains in his heart still. But what is one to do? One must continue to live.
I am afraid, Kipling Sahib.
An old soldier such as thou? What could frighten thee?
I fear he will not go to her when she calls to him to meet her in Nudea.
Nudea? Hast thou heard of Nudea, Rutan Singh?
No, but surely its location shall be revealed to us at the proper time.
Beautiful night.
Yes. And so peaceful.
Is it? Really?
Listen.
How quiet. On the surface. There's no peace in India, Kipling. But you know it. You're a handful. And we rule over hundreds of millions. Underneath, you can sense her seething. One day they'll rise up against us. Drive us out of the land.
Perhaps.
You doubt it.
Neither of us may live to see it.
We must prepare them for that day, Kipling. So that when we are tossed out of this country, they shall be able to rule themselves decently.
I understand.
You're closer to these things than I am. Are we preparing them?
On the whole, yes. There are those who believe we could be doing more. I don't know.
We must drive out these base and ignorant superstitions. My wife, you only saw beauty in her, but there was more. There was a woman of remarkable intelligence. And yet, you heard her on her deathbed.
Yes.
She devoutly believed that she was betrothed to a god. That he sent for her. You know, while she spoke those words, I believed it too.
So did I.
How long have we been away?
I don't know. I seem to have lost track of the calendar. But that's a sign we're having a good time, isn't it?
Yes, we are. But it's over. I have to go back to work. I have sick bodies to look after. And sick minds.
He seemed to have changed from a boyish, pleasant, happy-go-lucky chap to a mature man of serious purpose. He said his work would be a monument to his dead wife. And the best way to mourn her would be to help liberate her country. One night, we were sitting on his veranda when we saw a man running toward the house.
Why, it's Rutan Singh.
Oh, impossible. I never saw him like that. Well, you're right.
Sahib! Sahib!
What is it, Rutan Singh? Why dost thou run like the Nilgai that is being chased by the tiger?
Sahib!
The man appears frightened out of his wits.
What is it?
I have seen the heaven-born.
Thou hast... What?
I have seen the man, Sahib.
Thou hast seen her in a dream.
Nay, on the road.
Where?
Near the village. She was standing by the side of the road. She was wearing the blue dress. She lifted the veil of her bonnet. Rutan Singh, she said, give my salams to the Sahib and tell him I shall meet him next month at Nudea.
Where?
Nudea.
Yes. Then, what did you do?
Then I ran away because I was afraid, Sahib.
Go there inside. Have something to eat.
But I saw the heaven-born. The Sahib must believe me.
I believe you. I see her myself every day, every night. Always. Now go inside. Eat. Rest.
I will do as the Sahib commands.
You see how much work we have to do with these people, Kipling?
Only with these people, Edward?
And ourselves.
Kipling, Sahib.
Come in, Rutan Singh.
Sahib, I have seen the heaven-born.
What, again?
Even so.
Well, hast thou spoken of it to thy master?
No.
And why not?
The heaven-born appeared to me again in the ploughed fields behind the house. And again she said, Rutan Singh, give my salams to thy master, and say to him that tomorrow I shall send for him to meet me in Nudea.
Tomorrow?
Even so, Sahib. But I fear greatly to say this to my master.
Why?
Because he will go to her.
Well, it seems to me that only a short time ago thou wast afraid he would not go to her.
That was when I was blinded by my grief.
And now?
Now I know he will go to his death. And he must not. He is needed here. We have so many sick, so many, and he must heal them. Therefore, I shall not give him the message from the heaven-born. Is this right?
Thou art a man, Rutan Singh. The decision is thine.
I have already made it.
But another decision had also been made at the government headquarters in Simla. The Surgeon General had sent a telegram to Dr. Edward Dumoise at Merdiki in the Punjab.
Terrible outbreak of cholera in Nudea in Bengal. Doctors urgently needed. Request you volunteer for service if you can be spared from your present duties. Detailed instructions of how to travel to Nudea will follow.
Nudea?
There's no question about it. I'll go.
Edward, wait. Can you be spared?
For a few weeks, a month or two, why not? The patent can cover for me in case of any emergencies.
Edward, you haven't been ordered.
I've been asked.
Cholera. It kills more doctors than patients.
Well, that's no reason to refuse.
Sahib, I have heard the news.
Good. Start thou then to pack a kit.
No, Sahib. No, do not go.
What is this?
The Sahib goes to his death.
Go to thy room and begin to pack.
Sahib, it is not right.
Go, Ratan Singh, I command thee.
Edward,
what is it?
Don't go.
You too?
Don't go. You won't come back.
I can't think of that.
How did she know about Nudea? Tell me how.
Well, as you said, she was delirious. She was raving. She spoke a word. We don't even know it was Nudea. It's a coincidence. Those are your own words.
They were my words.
Then for all your education and background, the fact is you believe in superstition.
I neither believe nor do I disbelieve. I'm only saying that if you go, you have every chance to die of cholera.
It's true. But I have no choice.
My dear fellow, you can plead heavy workload here. No one will think the less of you.
If I refuse to go, my work here will be over.
Nonsense.
My useful work, my larger work, my work against the diseases, not just of the body, but of the mind.
I don't see how.
Everyone will say I stayed home because I was afraid to face my fate.
No nonsense.
Shall I then tell the native mother that her child does not get sick and die because there is an evil demon who wishes to eat him, but simply because she did not boil the water he drinks? You see, Kipling, I cannot convince the people by showing them germs under a microscope. I can only go to Nudea to fight against fate.
But if you die there, what good would that do?
At least I will have died fighting evil. And I will not have been proved wrong. I will only have lost a battle. My successor will have a chance to win the war.
But still,
I have no choice. And you know it. I'm right.
Yes. You're right. I never saw him again. 3 weeks later, I received a telegram from the chief public health officer at Nudea, a remote village in Bengal, which was in the heart of the plague area. And it said that Dr. Edward Dumoise died suddenly of the cholera after working day and night without rest. As a personal note, the surgeon added that he died with a smile on his face. I would like to believe that Lala was waiting for him. But he is not forgotten. Rutan Singh carries on. Daily he walks through the village, admonishing, threatening.
Mudhead, boil that water. You there, wash the child's hands before he is permitted to eat. Open the door. Let there be fresh air and light. Why has this little one not been taken to the dispensary for the vaccinations?
Fools! There are no evil spirits. There are only germs.
And thus it is truly said, no man ever dies while his words and his works endure.
Amen. And the words and the works of men like Edouard Dumois continue to this day, even though India is no longer the British Raj. And whatever human glory that faraway land achieves in times to come, men like Edouard Dumois shall be a part of it. I shall be back shortly.
And now, Kava Classroom. 30 intellectual seconds of coffee drinking pleasure with smooth and friendly Kava Instant Coffee. A great tasting coffee that's 90% acid neutralized. Kava is good news for us smart guys who are sometimes bothered by ordinary coffee. Because acid neutralized Kava means less acid in the cup. So graduate to the smooth coffee. Have a cup of 90% acid neutralized. Try Kava, the smooth and friendly coffee.
I'm not the handiest person in the world, but nowadays do-it-yourself home repair is almost a necessity. I try painting and even woodworking, but I never dabble with electricity because it can be dangerous and not forgiving of carelessness. Yes, Americans are learning how to do more with their hands, and hopefully are not forgetting some of the old rules, like never mixing water and electricity and using only a qualified electrician to work on house wiring.
A public service announcement from Underwriters Laboratories in this station.
Of course, these things are never clear-cut or open and shut. Did Dr. Dumois go because he felt he had to fight the demons of superstition? Or did he go because he wanted to see his beloved Lala? That depends on you. Because it depends on what kind of story you want. If you're looking for a tale of heroism and dedication, you can choose the first interpretation. If you want a tale of romantic love that endures beyond the grave, you may use the second. You see, with us, you can have it both ways. Our cast included Court Benson, Carol Teitel, William Griffiths, and Russell Horton. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
I'll get a lawyer. You can't get away with this. You're mad.
You may need a lawyer.
What are you doing? What's that you're taking out of your pocket?
Just some very strong bandages, my dear. Unless you want to get the beating of your life, you will do exactly as you're told.
Oh, don't. You're hurting me.
I need to know where you are and what you're up to for the next 24 hours. That's why I'm tying you up and why I shall lock you in. And let me warn you, you can scream, but all you'll cause is a scandal. So I advise you to keep quiet until I return. There. Is that tight enough? Oh, do you see this revolver?
Oh, no.
Yes, I agree with you. I'd rather keep it in my pocket than use it.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
CBS News. The 13 American hostages freed by Iran are heading home. This is Doug Poling reporting on the CBS radio network. The hostages underwent medical checks at a U.S. hospital in West Germany and are flying back to the United States. Their plane is due to land at Andrews Air Force Base outside Washington about 9 hours from now. 49 other hostages, most of them Americans, remain inside the American embassy in Tehran, where they've been captive since November 4th. Iranian students are threatening to kill them if the United States takes military action against Iran. The State Department has accused the Ayatollah Khomeini of inciting a riot Wednesday at the American embassy in Islamabad.
Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. I'm sure you know by now that the door you have just entered leads to a strange world, a land of forbidden fancies, peopled by giants and pygmies, kings and cobblers, saints and sinners. Happy children play in its streets, while just behind lurk iniquitous monsters. Unspeakable crimes are committed here, and acts of breathtaking valor. You are the sovereign in this place. It is the realm of your own imagination. Our story this time searches one of its deep recesses, the hidden place of fear. Our mystery drama, Reunion Fever, was written especially for Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Phyllis Newman. It is sponsored in part by True Value Hardware Stores and Buick Motor Division. I'll be back shortly with Act One. The never-ending struggle for existence inspired Mr. Darwin to think in terms of natural selection, which in turn led him to speculate on the concept of the survival of the fittest. Like all great truths, survival of the fittest applies everywhere and to everything. As an example, a smarter police force actually creates a cleverer type of criminal. And as science discovers more potent germ killers, we suddenly find ourselves trying to cope with stronger, deadlier, and more stubborn strains of germs. And so, on both a social and medical front, humanity is running a grim race for survival. We're in a city of the Southwest.
Come in. Well, come in for crying out loud. You deaf or something? Well, don't just stand there. What do you want?
Senor Bunner,
Yeah, my name is Bunner. What do you want?
the padrone.
Oh, are you from the employment agency?
Yes, the employment agent.
Oh, yeah, Julia sent you over, huh?
Senor Julio.
Yeah, your name is Emiliano.
Okay. Emiliano.
Yeah, well, Julius has sent me worse. Okay, look, you just keep out of sight and keep your mouth shut, okay? Understand? Eh? Comprendi?
Sí.
All right, you walk through that door and Marcy will take care of you.
Sí, gracias.
Hey, Marcy, this old guy just coming in is one of Julius's beauties. Well, he looks clean enough. Anyhow, make sure he washes his hands good, huh? Put him to work setting up the tables for the banquet. No, the one in the grand ballroom. Yeah, show him how to set up the dishes and the water glass and the silver. Yeah, that's going to be some banquet. I wish it was over. Yeah. Well, hey, you know what time it is? It's 4. Well, it's after 4 in the morning. Huh? Did I what? Why would I want to tune in the news? Well, what do I care about? What are you saying? Marcy, I'll call you back, huh? All right, just let me tune it in, huh? Radio.
For the past 3 hours, the wailing of sirens has pierced the quiet of the early morning hours. Already 47 persons have been stricken. Hour by hour, indeed minute by minute, the dread number increases.
Stricken by what?
A fever of completely unknown origin, with temperatures running as high as 105 and even 106, which is not responsive to any known antibiotic or drug. 5 people are already dead. The name is being withheld temporarily. Summing up, at this point, absolutely nothing is known of the fatal fever that is presently sending its victims to every hospital in town, except that all of those stricken were attending a banquet last evening in the grand ballroom of the James Bowie Hotel to celebrate the reunion of the West Side High School class of 1960. The city's chief health officer, Dr. Norma Schwartz, says every resource of the municipal, state, and federal government will be brought to bear on the case. More news as it happens.
Dr. Schwartz?
Hello, Mr. Bunner.
Please, sit down. Doc, what's going on?
Have you been listening to the news, reading the newspapers?
You were sure?
Then you know as much as anyone else.
But 47 people are in the hospital.
That's now 58.
But why?
We can't diagnose it. We're getting help from all over the country, but nobody recognizes this thing.
Now, look, Doc. Doc, you know me. I run the cleanest operation in this town. You know that there's never been a violation in this joint.
I know.
Of any kind. Now, how could a thing like this happen to my hotel? How?
Well, that's what we're here to find out. I want samples of every bit of food, all the liquids that were served.
You'll get them.
I want to see every employee who worked the banquet.
Will you just tell me when and where you want them, and I'll send them.
Thank you, Mr. Bunner. I knew we could count on you.
Doc, you got to get to the bottom of this. Who's going to want to rent a ballroom? Who's even going to want to come into the hotel?
The latest number in the mysterious disease, which has been called reunion fever, now stands at 13 dead and 64 in the hospital. This is from a total of 276 persons who attended the event.
Hey, Marcy, where's that list I have to send over to the Board of Health? You know, everybody who worked the banquet. Where? Oh, yeah, I see. It's right in front of me. I'm sorry, I just can't think straight. What's whose last name? On the bottom of the list here? Oh, Emiliana. Oh, no. Oh, no, take his name off, Marcy. I can't have his name on that list. Well, can't you figure it out? Julius sent him over. He is an illegal alien. He'll get deported. We'll get fined. Look, just type the sheet over again and leave this Emiliano off it, huh?
Ladies and gentlemen of the media, I am sorry to say we are still in the dark as far as this mysterious malady, reunion fever, is concerned.
Is it a virus?
Well, we don't know.
Some sort of a filler?
We don't know that either. Ladies and gentlemen, as a doctor and public health official, I'm in the embarrassing and frustrating position of having to say, I don't know, to all of your questions.
Maynard.
Yes, it's Maynard.
Where were you?
Well, where do you think I was? Working.
I called your office. I called you and I called you, but you were out. Where were you?
Now, listen, Cressida.
You were out with another woman.
I was not. I had to go to the highway to check out a road crew.
Oh, Maynard, I'm so scared. You know how scared I am?
Oh, now, Cressida.
I could die. That's how scared.
Now, baby, you don't have to be scared I'd ever take up with another gal. Now, you know I only love you.
You mean that, Maynard? Do you really mean that?
Cross my heart and hope to die.
Oh, Maynard, you just made me so happy. Oh,
What is it, Cressy?
the letter. The letter.
What letter?
The letter that came for you. This letter.
Cressida,
Mm-hmm.
this letter's been opened. You had no right to open a letter addressed to me.
Well, I was afraid it was from some woman. I can't help it. I'm jealous.
Well, is it from another woman?
I wish it were. Read it, Maynard. Read it.
All right. Mr. Maynard Tarbill, 23, Grassmere Terrace. Dear Sir, you attended the reunion of the West Side High School class of 1960 at the Grand Ballroom of the James Bowie Hotel. What is this?
Well, read what it says.
You know by now that many of your classmates have come down with so-called reunion fever, a serious and in many cases fatal disease that has baffled the best efforts of medical science. Sooner or later, everyone who was there will contract this disease.
Oh, Maynard.
This disease is known only to us. We have developed it in a laboratory. It is a form of poison, and only we have the antidote.
Don't you see, Maynard? It's some kind of a plot.
At least half of the victims will die, but you don't have to take the chance. For the sum of $10,000, we will supply you with the antidote and save your life.
Maynard.
If you want to be sure of living, place an ad in the personal column of the Globe that says, I love life, and you will receive further instructions. If you attempt to contact the authorities in any manner, you will
forever forfeit any chance to receive the antidote.
Maynard, we have to raise $10,000.
$10,000? Where would we
It's
get
your life, darling, your life.
Cressida, I'm going to the police.
Are you crazy?
It's my duty as a citizen.
They won't give you the antidote.
If the police could catch these criminals and maybe get their hands on the antidote...
They are desperate people, clever people. Look at what they did. They were willing to kill more than 250 people.
Oh, but these people, they're getting away with murder.
What can we do about it? Is it worth your life?
$10,000? Well, why didn't they ask for $10 million?
I can get $10,000.
Oh, no.
All I have to do is say to my father, Daddy, I need $10,000.
No, I swore we would never take a nickel from your old man.
It's your fault. You wanted to go to that silly old reunion.
It was my old high school class.
What are we standing here and arguing about? Do we have a choice?
Well, maybe.
Maybe again. What kind of maybe is it this time?
Doctors from all over the country are working on it. Maybe they found something to cure it.
What's in that letter is fact. Maynard, you've got to get that antidote.
I can't see anyone. I don't have a minute. Look, have him explain it to you. Oh, all right, let him in. Yes? Come on in. You're Mr. Tarbell.
That's right. Maynard Tarbell. Tell your boss I want to see him.
My boss.
Yeah, I understand the head doctor here is Dr. Schwartz.
I'm Dr. Schwartz.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's me. I always put my foot in it somehow.
Mr. Tarbell, please state your business.
Here. I really thought you had to be Dr. Schwartz's secretary.
Mr. Tarbell, I'm very busy.
Look, I want to apologize.
Dr. Schwartz. No, look, I told you, we'll make a statement to the press as soon as we have something to go on. At this point, we do not know the cause of reunion fever.
Look, excuse me, Dr. Schwartz, but I guess we do know the cause of reunion fever.
What? What did you say?
That's why I came to see you. I decided it was the right thing to do, and that means no matter what happens, it's the only thing to do.
What are you talking about?
Well, here. Read this letter. Red Purvis was the best friend I had in high school, and he died last night. And so did a lot of other guys and girls I knew. I guess I have to do something about it.
This letter came to you in the mail?
Yes, Doctor.
And who else knows about it?
Cressida. She's my wife.
You're a brave man, Mr. Tarbell. A brave man and a good man. Get me Lieutenant Rayfield at homicide.
Yeah, this is some letter, Dr. Schwartz.
Well, obviously, we are now dealing with a murder plot, Lieutenant Rayfield.
This is the letter in the envelope it was mailed in. It's been well handled, so we have no chance for fingerprints. All right, we'll just have to run it down. The one thing I don't understand concerns you, Mr. Tarbell.
Yes, Lieutenant.
Don't you believe these guys?
Believe them? Well, yes, sir, I believe them. I most certainly do believe them.
And what are you doing here?
Here?
It says if you attempt to contact the authorities in any manner, you will forever forfeit any chance to receive the antidote. So what are you doing here? I mean, Dr. Schwartz and myself, we're the authorities. Why did you show us this letter?
It's my duty as a citizen.
Yeah, I know all about that, and I don't believe a word of it.
Hey, look, Lieutenant, I
can't figure you out. I mean, people are dying left and right from that thing, and any minute you could come down with that fever. $10,000 is certainly cheap enough to save your life. If I come in here, you could be signing your own death warrant. Why?
Oh, Lieutenant, isn't it possible that some people may be motivated by idealistic considerations?
Oh, sure. In the movies, in the books. Because that's what we'd like to believe. But you and I, we can't afford to believe that way. I mean, you're a doctor, I'm a cop. We know how people behave when life and death are on the line.
But still, there are those few people...
Yes, every now and then you run across a saint. And somehow, I don't think that's you, Mr. Tarbell. So, I'm going to ask you that question again. Why are you here? Well?
Lieutenant, I have a confession to make.
But what sort of confession could it possibly be? Confession, as we all know, is supposed to be good for the soul. But nowhere is it written that confession is beneficial to the body. Well, I too have a confession. I shall return shortly with Act Two. For extreme illnesses, extreme treatments are most fitting. Those are the words of Hippocrates himself, the father and the founder of medicine. Obviously, we're dealing here with a most extreme illness, and an extreme treatment is absolutely in order, provided we can discover what it is.
You have a confession, Mr. Tarbell.
Yes, I have, Lieutenant. I'm in a spot.
Go on.
My wife. I've been a good husband, a great husband, but, well, she's convinced I'm cheating on her. Well, what do you call paranoid on that subject?
Are you cheating on her?
Well, yeah, here and there, and now and then, when I get the chance.
Mr. Tarbell, where's all this leading us?
But she's never once been able to prove it.
All right, well, let's get back to the letter, huh?
Oh, yeah, the letter. I had to bring the letter here because even though I could have said nothing and done nothing, paid out the $10,000, which wouldn't mean a thing. Believe me, her old man is so rich.
But you would get the antidote and save your life.
I don't need the antidote.
What do you mean you don't need the antidote?
Because I wasn't at the banquet. I didn't go.
But then why couldn't you tell your wife and relieve her mind?
You don't understand. She divorced me. Look, I sent in my $10 for a reservation. Sure, it would be a night out, and then I figured, why waste it on a reunion? I called up some girl, I know, and do I have to tell you who she is?
Just keep talking.
Well, the long and short of it is, I spent the evening with this girl at her apartment. I thought I was in the clear, and then this letter came to the house while I was at work, and she opened it because, well, she just doesn't trust me.
I wonder why.
Now, look, Lieutenant, this is a murder case, isn't it? And I'm a witness. You've got to protect me, even if it's against my wife.
Don't worry, Mr. Tarbell. She'll never hear it from us. And you have done your duty as a citizen.
Well, what should I do now?
You say you can get the money.
Oh, just like that.
I'll bring it here, we'll mark it, and you will follow the instructions. Any luck with the toxicologists, Dr. Schwartz?
So far, nothing. The top people in the field are working on it.
The class of 1960. Someone is trying to destroy it. But why?
Well, high school can be a traumatic experience. Have you checked on the kids who are unhappy, unsocial, resentful?
Well, I had a session with the principal. She was supposed to be at the banquet, but fortunately she was ill that night. We had a meeting with some of the teachers and guidance counselors who were there during the years 1956 through 60. Yeah, they remember that class very well. We discussed each student.
And?
Everyone who seemed to have even the slightest problem, the tiniest grievance. You know something? Everyone is accounted for.
Everyone?
Well, one way or another. One boy died in Vietnam, one girl died in childbirth. 5 of the most likely candidates evidently weren't that unhappy because they attended the banquet, and all of them are in the hospital.
But those were the ones who could be spotted. Many kids just nurse a silent grudge until one day...
Yes, I know. I'm just saying we ran that lead as far down as it could go. What kind of poison could do that kind of job on people?
Nothing that we know of so far. Come in. Yes, Mr. Tarbell.
I got the money.
Good. We'll mark it with an invisible die and put the ad in the Globe.
Yeah. I love life.
I know she's busy, but I got to talk to her. Yeah. Look, you said she'd return my call yesterday, and the day before, and the day before that, and yeah, okay. Yeah, I understand. Yes, thank you. Yes, goodbye. Marcy, will you come in here and take a letter, huh? Oh, boy, I am definitely getting a runaround here. Oh, Marcy, come in. Sit down. Now, look, you write this exactly the way I'm giving it to you, okay? To Dr. Norma Schwartz, Chief Health Officer, and so on and so on. Dear Dr. Schwartz, I know you're busy, but for crying out loud, I cooperated with you, didn't I? I turned the joint inside out and upside down. You want to put me out of business? Can't you make a statement saying that whatever happened, it wasn't the fault of the James Bowie Hotel, for 50 years, the landmark of Southwestern hospitality, unquote, okay? Now, you type that up and send it right out. And don't change a single word, even if you did go to college.
I'll cut for crying out loud and change joint to hotel, okay?
Okay. And don't mail it. I don't want it to get there next Christmas. Have somebody deliver it by hand.
Maynard.
Huh?
Wake up. The phone.
Yes, oh, my gosh, it's 3 in the morning.
Answer it, Maynard. Answer it.
Yeah, hello. Yeah. No. Don't worry. I'm not going to try to trace the call. Yeah. What do you want me to do?
Maynard, is it...
Yeah. Okay. No. I won't tell anybody. Yeah, I got it. Hello? Oh, they hung up.
It's about the antidote.
Yeah.
What do we have to do?
I'm not allowed to tell you.
But I'm your wife.
I know, honey, but it would be dangerous.
We have to share danger and everything. Who are you calling?
It's Lieutenant Rayfield's home number.
Oh, the police.
You bet your life the police.
No, Maynard, no.
Hello?
Yeah, Lieutenant? Maynard Tarbell. I just got a phone call.
Maynard.
I'm supposed to go to the corner of Crescent and Main and just wait for somebody.
Are you to bring the money?
Yeah, in an envelope.
When?
In exactly 1 hour.
Okay, do it. We'll see the place is covered.
Yeah, okay.
Maynard, what did you do?
What had to be done?
These people. They'll be watching the place. They'll see the cops.
Cressida, please.
I don't care how clever the police think they are. They'll be spotted. Crescent and Main. It's a wide boulevard. Where can the police hide?
I have to get dressed.
Oh, Maynard, I'm frightened.
The important thing is that these killers must be caught.
No. The important thing, the only thing is to live. You have to get that antidote.
I'm going to get the antidote.
Not if they see the cops. And then you'll be through.
Cressida, baby. Everything's going to be okay, I promise.
No.
Look, I'll be back right away.
No, Maynard.
No, honey. I have to go. And that's all there is to it.
Maynard Tarbell.
Yeah?
Do not turn around.
Okay.
You have the envelope.
Yeah.
With $10,000.
Yes.
Hold it behind your back.
Yeah, sure.
No tricks now.
No tricks.
A gun is being pointed at you.
You can trust me.
Hold the envelope. Good. I'll take it. Do not turn around.
No, I won't.
Hold still.
The antidote. How about the antidote?
Wait till the money is counted.
Okay. Okay.
Now, your instructions. You will count to 50. Understand? Slowly.
Yeah, sure.
Like this. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. I get it.
You will then turn around. Walk 2 doors west on Crescent. Turn into the vestibule at number 88.
Number 88, Crescent. Yeah, right.
Lean against the inside door.
Mm-hmm.
There is a small bottle. That is the antidote. Take it.
Oh, okay.
Start to count.
Well,
With the help of Maynard Tarbell, it appears that the police have led the perpetrators, as they are called, into a trap. Surely the net must catch the fish. After all, this is the kind of thing the police do extremely well. So this should be the end of our story, except for the Department of Loose Ends. However, the seasoned listeners among you know that this kind of thing can never end here with Act Two. I shall return shortly with our final act. Man is supposed to be the most intelligent of all the animals on the earth. After all, man is the only living creature on the planet who has the ability to make plans. The making of plans, this is truly the thing that elevates us above the beasts. And yet, when one considers what happens to so many of the plans we make here below, one wonders how great a gift it is indeed.
Dr. Schwartz, I've got the antidote. Right here in this bottle.
The antidote?
Yeah, look. Get this to a lab or wherever you have to have it analyzed and do whatever you have to do to, well, what you're supposed to do. Maybe we can save some lives.
The antidote?
Look, I didn't wait for anything or anybody. I looked up your address in the phone book and, well, I got here as fast as I could.
Dr. Kravik? I know what time it is. Forget it. We have an antidote to reunion fever. I'll explain everything later. Just get over here as quickly as you can. Pick it up and go to the lab. Right.
I got the phone call, and the voice said to go to the corner of Main and Crescent. I tipped off Lieutenant Rayfield to have the place staked out.
Were you able to see any...
I wasn't going to take any chances. I did as I was told. Whoever it was grabbed the money and took off, but the cops were there to bag up.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, I knew how important the stuff was, so I didn't hang around or anything. I just rushed over here with it.
Well, you did the right thing. But most important, we know Lieutenant Rayfield was covering you. The criminal or criminals must have been caught red-handed. We can find out from them just what the poison is. That would save time. I mean, it could take days to analyze that antidote. It could even be possible, but this way... yes? Lieutenant Rayfield. Yes, Lieutenant Rayfield. Frederick Rayfield. What do you mean he's off duty? He has to be there. Now, Sergeant, I am Dr. Norma Schwartz, Chief Health Officer. Just a minute. Are you saying Lieutenant Rayfield has not been at headquarters since he signed out at 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon? But, Sergeant, there must be...
What is it, Doctor?
Sergeant, what is Lieutenant Rayfield's home number?
You went there and delivered the money?
Well, sure. Do you mean you didn't...
Well, of course not.
Then they got away.
Lieutenant, I called you.
Somebody's going to have a lot of explaining to do. An awful lot.
What are you saying?
It couldn't have been 3 minutes after you called. I wasn't even finished getting dressed, and the phone rings. It was your wife.
What?
She said they called back, whoever they were, and they said it was off. They didn't like the setup or something. They call again tomorrow night and make another arrangement.
Cressida said that? Cressida called you?
I'll tell you why. I was scared.
Mrs. Tarbell, you had no right to interfere
With what? With what, Lieutenant? How are you fellows going to be able to plant yourselves without anyone being wise to you? All I did was protect my husband's life. That's more important to me than anything or anybody.
But Cressida...
That's nothing. All I know is you've got that antidote. All I know is you're going to live. And that's all that counts.
The voice on the phone, was it a man or a woman?
I don't know. It could have been either. It spoke in a whisper. How can you tell?
And you didn't see the person who made the pickup?
All I heard was a voice.
Yes, and also a whisper, you said, huh?
Yeah, it said there was a gun being held on me. I was told to pass the money back without looking, count to 50, and go to the vestibule of number 88 Crescent and pick up the antidote.
Did you see or hear anything you might be able to recognize?
Lieutenant, I wasn't bothering with any of that. I thought you guys had him trapped. All I wanted to do was get my hands on that antidote.
Dr. Schwartz? What's that? You're positive? Yes, Dr. Craddock.
Well, at least we got the antidote out of it.
I see. I'm afraid we didn't. What? Unless it's sugar and water.
Sugar and water?
That is what is revealed by chemical analysis.
But it can't be. $10,000 for sugar and water?
Cold-blooded killers.
All right, let's get to some of the others on the list. Ask them if they've received a similar letter.
That's already been done. No one will admit to getting one.
But surely...
Everyone's scared. I can understand it.
But now we can say to them, look, don't be fooled. It's a scheme to get money. This is all it is, sugar and water.
No one would believe you.
So, what are we going to do?
All right, Doc, let's start at the beginning. Somebody is out to destroy the West Side High School class of 60. Who? Why? We've asked the principal, some teachers. Okay, here we have Maynard Tarbell. Maynard, who among your fellow students would want to wipe out the whole class?
Well, there was a time when I wanted to. I did a lot of work for the school, and when I ran for class president, they gave it to somebody who never did a lick.
Yeah, all right, who else?
Well, there was one kid who really got razzed all the time. He stuttered, and people would laugh.
Whatever happened to him?
His name was, Banks, George Banks.
Yeah, I checked him out. He's the one who was killed in Vietnam.
Anybody else? Maybe someone a teacher wouldn't know about, but a student would.
No, forget the students. I can think of a teacher.
A teacher?
Yeah, she was kind of an old maid, wore a lot of makeup and dressed funny. She taught French. And between you and me, I don't think she was all there. Anyhow, she's the teacher the kids played all the tricks on, and some of them were pretty mean. Like, she'd open a desk drawer and there'd be a snake, you know.
Yeah, that sounds like a great school.
Well, the idea was to get her to lose her temper, because then she'd turn purple, and you'd swear her hair was standing on end, and she'd scream at everybody at the top of her lungs.
If she's the one who did the poisoning, I'm not really sure whose side I'm on.
And what was her name?
LeBlanc. Marie Huguette LeBlanc.
Is there anyone else?
It's like opening a can of worms.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Connect me with the principal, please.
But how deep do some grudges go? How long do some people nurse them?
Mr. Lucas, this is Lieutenant Rayfield. Do you still have a French teacher there named Miss LeBlanc? Oh, I see. No. That's all I have to ask at this point. I'll let you know. Thank you. Goodbye, sir. Miss LeBlanc has been in a sanitarium for the past 5 years. What he meant to say was an insane asylum. So that lets her out.
Lieutenant, why did Mr. Tarbell here get that note? He was not at the banquet.
You promised me my wife would never find out.
His name was on a list, don't you see?
Yeah, his name was on a list. That's obvious.
Therefore, his name was chosen from a list.
Well, that's obvious, too.
Furthermore, there'd be no point in sending him that note. Actually, it would be dangerous if he were already dead or in the hospital. So, therefore, his name was checked off against the list. So the killer has a list.
Well, that's obvious.
How did the killer get that list?
How did the killer get... Hey, just a minute.
Mr. Tarbell, whose idea was the banquet?
That's easy. Larry Jackson. He's a real booster.
Jackson.
Let's have a reunion. Everybody says, yeah, hey, great, but it takes work, and only Larry was willing to do it. He got the hotel, the dinner, everything.
So, he had this list, huh?
Jackson, yes. I remember the name now. He was one of the first fatalities.
All right, that list. He had to send it to the hotel so that they could arrange place cards.
Okay, now who at the hotel would know about that list?
Who? Well, yeah, me. It was sent to this office, but I never read it. What did I care?
Who else?
Oh, it was my secretary, Marcy. Oh, which reminds me. I have this letter to mail to you. You might as well take it and save me a stamp.
Look, about the list...
Me, Lieutenant, just a second. Look, Dr. Schwartz, I cooperate all the way. I need help now. Read that letter. You'll see why.
Very well.
Your secretary, Marcy, I'd like to talk to her.
Be my guest. Marcy, you want to come in here? You see, Doc, I have a legitimate beef, don't I? This thing could drive me out of business.
We'll get this thing cleared up as quickly as we can. I understand your position, Mr. Bunny.
I know you understand, but what can you do about it?
What could I do about the 21 people who died? or the 70 who are still in the hospital.
Oh, Marcy? Come on in. This is Lieutenant Rayfield and Dr. Schwartz. And this young man, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Well, hey, it's Marcy. Marcy Wilson. You remember me?
Yes, you're Maynard Tarbell.
Marcy. She's also a member of the class of 60. Did you go to the reunion? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked.
Oh, no. I do banquets for a living. I just wouldn't go to one for fun.
Why shouldn't you have asked, Mr. Tarbell?
Huh? What do you mean, Lieutenant?
What did you want, Mr. Bunner?
Just a minute. Why shouldn't you have asked her if she'd gone to the banquet? What are you trying to hide, Mr. Tarbell?
Oh, nothing. No, nothing.
You said, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked. What does it mean?
Nothing. It's just a way of talking. I mean, if someone didn't go to a banquet, I have no right to ask why.
But how do you know she didn't go?
She just said so, didn't she?
Yeah, she said so after you asked. Well, Marcy?
Marcy, what did you do with the $10,000?
What are you talking about?
Suppose Lieutenant Rayfield were to get a search warrant. Would we find it hidden in your home?
I don't know what you're talking about.
This letter you typed for Mr. Bunner, it was addressed to me. Now, would the type be the same as the letter you wrote to Mr. Tarbell?
No, I didn't do anything.
Why did you poison those people?
Oh, good Lord, no.
What is it?
I'm sorry, Marcy. I'm truly sorry, but I have to tell.
You can't violate the school honor code. Only the awards committee knows, and they all swore...
Marcy, this is murder. Well, that was the year the students voted on who was to get the medals at graduation, and Marcy was supposed to get the honors for chemistry.
Chemistry?
Yeah, but Larry Jackson called a meeting of the awards committee and charged Marcy with cheating.
He was jealous. He wanted the medal.
We held a closed meeting, and after hearing all the evidence...
It was all lies.
We decided that Marcy was actually guilty. Nobody else knew about the trial. Nobody else knew why Larry Jackson got the medal instead of Marcy.
Please, Marcy, tell us the chemical or whatever it was. People are in danger.
But I didn't poison them.
We can prove you wrote the note. You know we'll find the money.
All right. Listen, I hate everyone in that class. When that disease or whatever it is hit them, I said, great. Served every one of them right, but believe me, I didn't do it. I didn't. Well, sure, I figured I could. What I did was wrong, but it was a way to scare the rest of you, to make you pay. You voted against me, Maynard, and I was going to send letters to everyone else on the committee who didn't die.
Marcy, please, understand. Tell us, what poison did you use?
I swear to you I didn't. Okay, I committed a crime. I guess it's extortion. I'm guilty, but believe me, I didn't kill anybody.
Okay, Marcy. I'm afraid you'll have to come along with me.
Hello? Oh, Julius. Yeah, look, I need some kitchen help. What about that, what's his name? You know that Emiliano? You know, the old guy. Yeah, well, they make the best workers. They do the job to keep their mouth shut. Because they're aliens, you don't have to list them. You know what I mean. Well, send me that Emiliano guy. Huh? Oh, he's gone back to his own country, huh? Well, send me somebody just as good.
Emiliano, they say you have come back.
Yes, Effie. I have come home.
But you were sent away.
I'm very old, Effie. I have come home to die.
Yes, but I must think of every man, woman, and child in this village.
Please, Effie.
Emiliano, you have been cursed. You carry in your blood the angry devil of fever, the killing devil. And everyone you touch...
Please, Effie. I shall stay here in my hut. I shall go nowhere. See no one.
In your blood is el muerto del diablo, the devil's death.
I dreamed I must come home to die. I shall lie down on my bed. I shall never rise again. Let me die here. No more shall I give El Muerto del Diablo. I will die here in peace.
Reunion fever, or El Muerto del Diablo. It depends on where you live, the language you speak, or the culture of your society. What happened to Marcy Wilson? They may or may not bring charges. They have all kinds of circumstantial evidence. It depends on how strong they think they can make the case. Is she guilty? Let's explore that one in just a few minutes. Is Marcy Wilson guilty? Did she callously murder so many of her former schoolmates? More people have been murdered for smaller motives. We don't know. The story has told itself. Like most of life, it's a mystery. Our cast included Phyllis Newman, Paul Hecht, Bob Caliban, E.V. Juster, and Joe Silver. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by Contact, the 12-hour cold capsule. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. A French philosopher once maintained that the history of the ancient world was the result of the shape of Cleopatra's nose. The day of the Battle of Waterloo, Napoleon was suffering from such sight. The 100 Years' War began when the King of France sent the English king a plan of tennis balls. The motive would drive men to action or secure their downfall are often trivial. But the results are not. Boundaries are changed forever. People die in holocaust, not of their own making. Faith and fate from the chain of events that began with a sleepless night. As you rendered, Father, you and your family have been increasing as you run your son. That you guys appear to you. We're fighting to save your village. No, Captain, you are not. You are fighting to destroy it. And we will not make it. Our mystery drama, No Man's Land, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Percy Granger and Tony Roberts. It was sponsored in part by True Value Hardware Stores and Sinus for sinus medicine. I'll be back shortly with Act One. The great German dramatist Gotthold Lessing said, "There are things which must cause you to lose your reason, or you have none to lose." He may have had in mind the horrors of war. We may say that it is loss of reason which starts wars in the first place. But what about the happiest victims? When the whole world seems mad, what prospect have those at the very vortex of the confusion of maintaining their sanity? And to what length will they go to protect their lives? We're in northern France, near the Belgian border. It is 1944. The Allied drive for Berlin is moving ahead in full force. You wanted to see me, Captain? Yeah. We'll pull up the cab. We just got on the Army headquarters. We get them over the Sound River by Friday. Oh, what's the after a month? My God, we can just stick with it now. Now, we have got to get up there and put the pressure on them Germans like flying. Now, my idea is take them down to put up a constant over the river. And my plan is to have a few practical places that we could go. I've already set out at the beginning, took out one, and then took out the other. Here's the detailed map. This is the road I want you to stop. And this one is up the river. A lot faster. You don't have to wait for support, you know? But I'm not sending them out without it, if there's any sign of the land. Establish radio contact when you reach the river? Yeah. And the reporting side of enemy activity will take whatever route looks to take it. Yeah? Now, you take this map. It's down for about 7 miles to cover. And if there's any resistance, let you know in a couple of hours. Yes, sir. Aerial reconnaissance shows there's no heavy German armor across the river, or there could be in the country. You can tell your men this is purely a routine. Oh, went hot there, sir. Hey, how much further is Berlin anyway? You could hop a plane and be there in 2 hours. I'd rather leg it and shoot it out with the jury. That's what it's all about, ain't it? Well, I wouldn't say that's the point of it, but that may be unavoidable. Signal the others to hold up. We must be about halfway to the river. We'll rest a few minutes. Hold you guys. Take 5. Cigarette, son? No, thanks. This river we're headed for, Tom. Now, didn't that figure in World War I? Yep. The Battle of the Somme was the bloodiest battle in history. Took over 1 million lives. They fought back and forth over this area for more than 2 years. Neither side got it yet. The whole area is a wasteland. Looked like the surface of the moon. Surface of the moon? I agree, ain't it? Look, I see fields and them woods over there. Everything on the land's regeneration. I mean, you'd never noticed in a war here, no? Yeah, well, I'm beginning to have my doubts about this one. But on our eyes, what about that? What about that? Was it? Oh. It looks like me. Jackson calling over to him. Now, where did that stuff come from anyway? It sounded like a field up ahead of us. Can you see anything? No. I'll see you. Oh, I mean, Jackson said when he comes down. Men over here. But come across the road. Well, over there, they're... Oh, okay, sir. Oh, bring it on in. You can't tell them, sir? I can't tell where the shots are coming from. Are you okay? Yeah. Crank up your radio, will you? Get us in touch with headquarters. Second point supposed to be any Jerry's out here. Who's the hot mark? Huh? He's moving. Hello. Oh, you think you can reach him? Hello. Looking fine. Hello, Georgewood. Can't you get them, Jackson? No. All right, let me try. Hello. Georgewood, can you read me? This is Sergeant Fraser. Come in, Georgewood. It's Spencer. No, we'll get in trouble. Hello, Georgewood. Well, what the heck is that here? No. Georgewood, this is Sergeant Fraser. Do you read me? It sounded like you did that. Oh, we must have picked up something. They are up the Germans again, and How's Morris? He stayed too. All right, that leaves private. What are we going to do, Sarge? Listen, I say we light out ISIS. It don't sound to me like there's any more than half a dozen of them. We weren't able to make radio contact now. We're going to have to turn around, try and get back to camp and let them know what we ran into. He's hitting the back. You know, they're behind us, too. Now, we can't go back. They've got us surrounded. Oh, we got to get off the road. Let's head into that field of tall grass up there. Let's go. Well, I think we got around them somehow, Sarge. All right, hold up. I'm going to have a look at me. Trying to figure out where we got ourselves to. No. Come off the road about 2 Jack, try the radio again. Okay. He's headed north by North East. Hardwood. It's Corporal Jackson. He's getting my signal. Dogwood, we sure would appreciate some response. Listen, something's coming through. It's that music again, Sarge. What is it? You recognize it? Oh. I don't get it. We should be able to make contact with you. You want me to keep on trying? No. But there's a rise of ground up ahead of us. Maybe we'll have better luck with transmission up there. Well, I don't see any signs of Jerry anywhere. You think we lost them? Well, they probably just had a patrol out on this side of the river. So let's spread out. And there's no point in making one big target of ourselves. Jackson, you and Coolidge turn out that way. We'll move up on my left. And what do we do if we still can't make contact? Well, we're going to have to try finding our way back, Jackson. Let's go. You okay? Yes. Jackson. Coolidge. They ain't putting their hands up. Come on. Oh, you know, you couldn't tell me which was which. It's just you and me. Where the heck did that sail come from? Directly the river. The Germans must have a battery set up on the other side. Oh, we've got to warn the captain now. Get down here. Come on, Luke. Looks like there's a gully around the base of that rise. I feel all worn out. I'll get there with things to get there fair and square. We should be pretty near the river now. We take a peek over this rise. We don't just see where it's coming from. Well, you do not guess. Hey. Look up there. You can see them? No. Look down there. There's a building. If we can make it there, it'll be a darn sight better than being out here in the open. After we got into the first door, we come to Oh, man, boy, I just can't believe it. Are you okay? Yeah. What is this something one? What's that some kind of old thread? Got a wonder. I want to know where we are. Looks like a nice little town. What's that, huh? Hey, that's funny. What? Well, we're at the river, right? Yeah, you can see it right out the window here. It's on the other side of town. Yeah? Well, according to the map here, there's no town at this river at this point. Huh? Yeah? Well, according to the captain, there wasn't supposed to be any German army in this area either. Five of our guys are dead. Well, I tell you, something's really going through it. Yeah. Yeah, there isn't over yet. Look out the window. Look what's coming towards us. What? man walking up the street. How did you look at him? He's just got all in glasses. He's even got a bowler's hat on. No, just him. He's even around the barn. Where do you suppose he's going in the middle of this place? What? Well, did you see it? And how did you know it was here? I don't know. Oh, you must be crazy to be out there. What in the world is going on? It requires, someone once said, more bravery to overcome the weariness and lassitude of old age than it does to win the battle. But let us not underrate the courage required of ordinary men called upon to leave their peacetime occupations and take up arms. And when to the certain violence of battle is added the unnerving overture of mystery, yes, that is something few men would face, if they have the choice. I return shortly to that speech. All life is a battle of the individual with the universe. We are defined not by what we do, but how we respond to those forces outside ourselves that seek to control our lives, moment to moment. At the present moment, in our souls, cold and weak, we are faced with a perpetual situation in being. Up to a point, it's normal enough, normal for wartime. Let him down by any fire in a small French village. But who is the mysterious man in black who has walked up the main street of the town, oblivious to bombardment? You can't answer the secret. And what will they do? Marcus? How do you know his son? He's in danger for Pete's sake. That's what I'm inside for any question. He's too big and gentleman. All right. You cover the door with your rug. Right? You're ready in now. I am ready. Yeah. You quiet? See? You better get in the pit before you get hurt. Yes, but I am not worried about that. Have you promised with it? I am. Then let me to introduce myself. I am O'Neill Bordeaux. You know it. I've got that. What's the name of this house? How excited. Not a place. It is a time. Sorry, it is confining enough. You said, man, you fighting, you got up here. You can come up? Okay, all right. Well, how do you get here now, sir? You're carrying a weapon, Mr. Potato. I am not armed. Let's go out and who could have told us that? How do you know who was here? We'll tell you, run into our village and into this bed. This was the other little girl that died. You remember it? No? Yes. Oh, he's very nice. Now, take a second of it, but what we see is what we got. Let's see the images are. Good. Second. Our main force, still a very half away. We won't be able to lift this street until they get here. I have been sent to get here. By whom? My fellow villagers. They will be you some of you? Well, that's it? Yes. Down to the church in the main square. With all them bombs falling, aren't you crazy? Come with me? But, Mr. Bouvet, I told you there's only two of us, and we've got to try to get back to our unit. There's nothing we can do. There isn't much time. That's time before. So if all this said, we are in be struck by one of those days. Well, I'd rather take my chances in here than outside. You will be hit, I promise you. How did that guy know? I don't know, but it's going all right. You can't Gentlemen, we're crazy. Yeah, this looks like a good solid piece of this. Take care of it. Thanks, mister. Your eyes will soon adjust. Please follow me. Boy, take it. Stay up. That's a good idea. There we go. Hey, it's like the whole village is out here. Oh, there must be 200 feet. That's the wrong question. And now, please, this New York, what? Well, we can't see that. I think we're okay with one. It's a crap, I don't feel so good. But we have got to try and get back at it. And maybe we just can't really start, you know, it's hope to see you on the run. Okay, it's for the weapons. Thank you. I and Puff aim for the baby. The baby? My friends, here are the two soldiers who entered our town. They are Americans.
Shoot them! You keep them in some square.
What?
You must die.
Hey, didn't you hear what your mayor said? We're Americans. Hey, hello, dear cook. Handsome. Of course, not if I see I'll get out of here. There's too many people between us and the stairway. We must begin the trial. Trial? Of course. Huh? What for? You are soldiers, are you not? No. No, I'm a garage mechanic who just happens to have been drafted and sent over here to liberate your country. You are in uniform, and you are armed. Well, we're in armed now, but boy, I tell you, I wish the job, the fact we were. Now, listen to me, could you hear that bombing up there? You're under attack by the Germans. And we're here to save your village. We're going to put up a pontoon bridge over the Somme so our troops can drive them back. And the longer you keep us here, the longer it's going to take for that bridge to get built.
You don't care who says you're on.
I am convened this session of the teacher's class. I believe you've got some.
That's got to be joking.
David, explain the accused if necessary.
What are we accused of?
Of waging war, of destroying our village.
We were only taking cover from enemy shell fire. And why is the enemy as destroyed and firing? Because you are here.
Hey, the Germans testify.
We are not for the Germans or for the Americans. We are for ourselves. No one in uniform is on our side. There is not a person in this room who has not had to endure loss and suffering from the ravages of war. We have nothing to do with starting it, but we are responsible victims. First, the Germans overrun us from one direction, and then they are pushed back, and the Allies overrun us from another, and so it goes. And each time the smoke clears, more of our relatives and neighbors are dead, more of our houses are in ruins, more of our fields have been burned.
But you can't take that control over that. But we say that there are 5,000. In the town of Gaston, we have passed a law. No soldiers they enter our village and the whole of it. Oh, and they're crazy. Now, you're walking the whole town filled with crazy people. May I speak? Once we lay down the bridge, our troops can move across and drive the Germans back once and for all. Stop. Yes. I think the train stopped. Now, we've got to get back. We are wasting time. There's too many people who can't make boats. More of them, they're covered with our guns. So they're accused. Has anyone all detained of this case? Yeah, I've got something to say. I wouldn't fight for you people now if my life depended on it. If we could believe your conspiracy, we might almost be persuaded to let you live. Mr. Baudet, I know you're angry and I know you feel helpless, but we we're in the same boat. We don't have any more control over how we come to be here than you do. Why are you here? I told you we were sent to scout the river. You choose the route for your army to take. And you will choose the road that goes through our villages. Then, once again, Gaston is bound and gated. Is this not old-fashioned? You have my word for it, Jose. With all the killing that's going on here, we won't be coming through Gaston. Sorry. See, how did he know that? Know what? How did he know that we were making a charge of rest? You know, I'll bet they're the ones who gained our radio. They killed Morrison and the others. We did not kill anyone, Papa. Yeah, but how did you know, huh? Hey, you answer me that. How did you know what we were doing? It is time to render a verdict on these two men. Where is your jury? You can't have a trial without a jury, or don't you believe in that? Every man and woman in this room is the jury. The whole village will cast their vote. The jury's decision has to be unanimous. That is correct. If so much as a single person dissents, you will not be found guilty. People of Gaston, all those who find the accused guilty as charged, signify by raising your hand. Is there anyone who votes for their innocence? Judgment has been rendered. And the sentence, which must be passed in accordance with the law of this town, is death. You aren't going to stop this war or save your village by executing us, okay? Perhaps not. But sentence has been passed on Gaston, and now it has been passed on you. Justice, as W.H. Auden once observed, is permission to touch just a wee bit harder than we have been touched. It is true that the revenge motive often accompanies justice, but the sentence passed by the town of Gaston on the two luckless American soldiers seems excessively harsh by any standard. Can the two men escape their strange and awesome fate? We will conclude our story when I return with Act 3.
WBZM, Chicago.
All life is a struggle for survival. And in wartime, there is no doubting the stakes. It is life or death. God is on the side of those with the big guns, George Bernard Shaw remarked cynically. Perhaps. But the unarmed civilians of Gaston are determined to strike back at the powerful warring armies in any way they can. And the victims of their outrage are two young American black girls.
The two condemned men will permit themselves to be bound in preparation for their execution.
I ain't permitting anything.
Tie him up. I trust, Sergeant, that you will not make us fight you too.
You know, Baudet, that killing us isn't going to solve anything.
But it will perhaps serve as an example to the armies of both sides to stay out of Gaston.
No, it won't. When this is discovered, there'll be reprisals. You'll all be put on trial for murder.
As your comrade observed, the bombardment has stopped for the moment. We will take advantage of the lull. Let us take the prisoners outside.
Brewster, are you okay?
Oh, boy, my head hurts bad, Sarge. I can't even walk straight.
Lean on me. Lean on me.
Good, thank you.
Here we are.
Now, how do you plan to execute us?
By a firing squad, using your own weapons. You will stand here in front of this wall. It is one of the few walls that still remains in our village.
Who's going to shoot us, Baudet? Who's going to pull the trigger? You? Those old people over there? Those young kids? Who's going to do it?
It will be decided by lot. Every villager has been assigned a number. 4 people will be chosen.
Mm-hmm. Who's going to do the drawing?
I am.
Are you sure your number's in that hat along with the rest?
It is. And now, let us proceed. Number 63. Number 112. Number 14.
Monsieur Baudet, what is going on? Why is everyone here?
Amy, we thought you must surely be dead.
Oh, no.
But you were not with us in the church.
When those bombs started to go off, I hid in my room. I was too frightened to move. What are you doing?
He's choosing our executioners.
But what for?
They are soldiers.
Do they have to die?
You know the law.
Wait a minute. Does this woman live here?
I do.
Well, then she's got the vote. She's part of the jury.
But the vote has already been taken.
No, it has to be unanimous. That's what you said. Man, if you say so, they've got to let us go.
Oh, dear.
Amy, do not be afraid. Everyone else has also voted for their execution.
I'm sorry, Monsieur Baudet. Perhaps if I had been part of the crowd, I too would have raised my hand. But I cannot be the one.
But you must.
No, I'm sorry. But I vote to let them go.
You heard her, Baudet.
No, I cannot permit it. The others will not allow.
But if we let them go, if we let them take our message to the outside world, if these two can tell what they have seen here, how our village has been destroyed, and how so many of us have died, and if just one person will listen, would this not be better than if we kill them?
That's your right, Amy. It is not likely that it will matter. I do not hold out such hope. But at least the verdict of the people of Gasson will be heard by the world.
How's your head?
Yeah, a lot better than being out of that town. Huh. Hey, how come we're cutting across the field? Wouldn't we make better time sticking to the road, huh?
Well, we lost so much time because of that madness back there that I want to try finding Jackson's body and see if we can get the radio to work now. We've got to make contact with the captain and warn him not to come this way. Not with those German field pieces across the river.
There's the rise we were headed for when Coolidge and Jackson got hit.
Yeah. Their bodies should be right about here.
Oh, that shelling sure tore everything up, didn't it? Craters everywhere. Yeah, it looks like the surface of the moon. Sorry? What's the matter? Did I say something?
This is where they were. I remember the spot.
Well, there ain't no sign of them around here. Wow, the grass is all tore up. We ought to be able to see them if they was here.
They're gone. Their bodies are gone. All trace of them.
You know, I'll bet them people came out and dragged them off so there wouldn't be no evidence.
Well, the townspeople didn't kill them. Those shells were definitely coming from long-range guns across the river.
Well, who else would take them?
I don't know. Come on.
Hey, where are we going?
Back to the road. I want to see if Morrison and the others are still there.
Sarge, there they are. There. Right where they fell. You think those people killed them?
Oh, if it was the people of Gaston, these are the bodies you'd think they'd want to get rid of, wouldn't you?
Oh, no, it don't make no sense at all.
Well, we can't worry about it now. The main thing is to get back and report to the captain.
Hey, well, Sergeant.
Hello, Captain.
What happened? What are you doing back here? Why didn't you radio us?
We tried. We couldn't get through. Something was jamming us.
Oh. Well, where are the rest of your men? They mounted?
Yes. Except for Corporal Coggins.
Craig, what happened? What's the matter?
They're all dead. They ran into sniper fire about 4 miles down the road. 3 of the men were killed there.
Oh. Well, is it safe to send out an ambulance detail to pick them up?
Yes, sir. Yes, we didn't meet any resistance coming back.
The others?
Well, after the ambush, we left the road and
cut cross-country towards the river. Jackson and Coolidge were hit by mortar fire. Mortars? Yeah, we ran into heavy fire from the other side of the river. I think we better build our bridge along the other route.
Well, we don't have any other choice. We've got to go your way.
Why?
Well, Sergeant Blevins just called in. He's the man I sent to scout the alternative route. Now, that section of the river is all white water and it's rapids. We could never get a bridge over that.
Captain, I don't know what the Germans have over there, but it's a heck of a lot worse than rapids.
Strange we didn't hear it.
You did?
Nothing.
Well, it went on for half an hour. There's a village there. It's practically in ruins.
Well, the wind was probably blowing the wrong way, carrying the sound in the other direction. Anyway, Sergeant, we've got to take that route, and we've got to move up ahead of schedule.
You're not waiting for support?
Can't. Support's been delayed. Fuel shortages back down the line.
Yeah, but that'll be suicide. I mean, once the Germans spot us, we'll be blown to pieces.
Look, I don't understand it. The aerial recon said there wasn't anything over there.
Oh, well, they must have figured out what we were going to try and do, and they must have moved their artillery into position last night.
Well, maybe. In any case, we got no choice. We got our orders. We're moving out in 1 hour. What's this village you mentioned?
It's called Gaston. It's right on the road. It's right by the Somme.
Gaston, no? It's not on our maps.
Yeah, I know, but it's there, all right. Corporal Coggins and I were almost killed there.
What do you mean? Is the town occupied?
No. We were put on trial.
Trial?
We holed up in an old shed on the outskirts while the shelling was going on, and the mayor of the town comes walking up the street, calm as you please, and escorts us to a church. The whole town was holed up there in the basement. They took our guns and they put us on trial.
What for?
For being soldiers.
But we're not the enemy.
As far as they were concerned, both sides are the enemy. They made soldiers illegal. They decided that was the only way they were going to survive. And any soldier who comes into that town is subject to death.
And the road we have to take runs right through there?
Yeah.
Well, did you tell them what we have to do? That we're just engineers?
Didn't make any difference.
Well, we gonna have trouble then? I mean, are they gonna start sniping at us?
Well, they kept our weapons.
Now, listen, Sergeant, are you absolutely positive about this?
Yes, sir. Corporal Coggins can confirm it. What are you doing?
Calling in an airstrike.
Airstrike?
On Gasson.
But they're civilians.
Civilians who tried to kill you and may try to kill my men.
But they're women. They're old people, kids.
Yes. With your weapons, and heaven only knows what else. No, Sergeant, I am not taking any chances.
Well, can't we try and talk to them?
There is no time to talk.
But,
Sergeant, dismiss. Now get your gear together and report back to me in 1 hour. You've been on the road, so I want you traveling in my Jeep.
I'm ready to go, sir.
Sergeant Razor, I want to talk to you.
Something wrong?
Yes, I'd say so. I've got the entire general staff at 1st Army headquarters looking for my head. The general himself is just on the phone to me.
Well, what happened?
Half a dozen bombers on their way to help relieve the 9th Army were diverted to attack Gaston. Now, you have heard of the 9th Army, haven't you?
Yes, sir.
And you are aware of their situation?
Yes, sir. They're pinned down by the Germans.
Yes, their situation is desperate, Sergeant, and they aren't going to appreciate the fact that their air support was delayed to attack a target that wasn't even there.
Wasn't?
That's right. There is no village of Gaston. They flew over the area, and there was nothing.
Maybe they had the wrong coordinates, huh?
They crisscrossed the whole area just to make sure. Zero, Sergeant. Nothing but forest and meadowland.
But we saw it. We went through this insane trial.
Oh, I think you went through the roof of your mind. Either that or this was your idea of a joke.
Gaston doesn't exist.
Oh, no, it exists, all right. Or, rather, I should say, it did exist.
You mean Germans had destroyed it by the time our planes arrived?
Yes, Sergeant, in a manner of speaking, I suppose you could put it that way.
I'm sorry, sir. I mean, the shelling had stopped when we left. I didn't know it was started up again.
It hadn't. The town of Gaston was destroyed 25 years ago. It was completely demolished during the First World War. It was caught in a no-man's land between the Central Powers and the Allies. So by the end of the war, there was nothing left to indicate the place had ever existed at all. Not a stone, Sergeant. Not a soul.
It's not possible, Captain. It's there, I tell you, it's there.
And furthermore, the pilots of those planes said there was no indication there had been any bombardment in that area whatsoever.
Really? Then how did Jackson and Coolidge die?
Sergeant, I don't know. But we are proceeding as scheduled. And maybe along the way, you'll remember. Almost to the river, Sergeant. There's no sign of enemy fire or severe river.
It's around the next bend. It's got to be. I don't understand what's happened to these fields.
What's wrong with them?
They were torn apart. There wasn't a blade of grass anywhere, and now look, it's like nothing happened.
Here we are. There's the river, and there is no village.
It's got to be here.
Craig, calm down.
No. We walked down the street. There was a church right there, right where those trees are.
Craig, you lost 5 men today. Believe me, I know what it's like. I know what it can do to a person.
Monsieur Baudet came and got us. We were put on trial.
But you cannot take that responsibility all on your own shoulders. You can't blame yourself. Our job now is to get on with building that bridge. Sergeant?
Listen. You hear that?
Hear what?
The same music that was on our radio.
Oh, Sergeant, you're hearing things. Let's go, huh? You'll probably never know for sure what actually happened.
But if we let them go, if we let them take our message to the outside world, if these two can tell what they have seen here.
What we saw?
What did you say, Craig?
How our village was destroyed, and how so many of us have died. And if just one person will listen.
Sergeant, what's the matter?
No, Captain. No, I think I do know. I think I do know what happened.
A survivor of Hiroshima, who years later was still trying to understand the full meaning of what had happened, said, "It is impossible to invent a language which can comfort the guinea pigs who didn't know the cause of their death." The villagers of Gaston, by recreating the scenario of their destruction so that its message might reach the outside world, were trying to create just such a language. I'll return with the final word in a moment.
Hi, this is Michael Landon. You know, my family is the most important part of my life. So, family pictures mean a lot. That's why we get ours printed on Kodak paper. To me, Kodak says quality. You know, using Kodak film doesn't automatically get you Kodak paper. You've got to look for a store with a Kodak paper sign. Really, everybody does. That means me, too. Look for the Kodak paper sign when you get your pictures developed. And tell them Michael sent you.
Kodak paper for a Christmas. Reynolds Wrap. It's the wrap that makes holiday shine. Reynolds Wrap. Wraps up work and saves you time.
For the holidays, 200-foot giant-sized Reynolds Wrap is a lot of aluminum foil with a lot of uses to protect food and leftovers in the refrigerator, to cover bowls, to heat up rolls, even for decorating. And because it's 200 feet, you won't run out of it in a hurry. Now with a 35-cent coupon on specially marked cartons. Limited time offer.
Reynolds Wrap.
The citizens of Gaston, by demanding that the memory of their terrible fate not be forgotten, were also demanding in a way that their souls be left in peace. But their quest was not yet over. Our story took place in the fall of 1944. That winter, the Germans took the Allies by surprise with a counterattack that became known as the Battle of the Bulge. And once again, the spot where Gaston had stood was ravaged by cannon fire. Only after the German thrust was repelled was the embattled earth beneath which reposed the souls of Gaston left in peace forever. Our cast included Tony Roberts, Earl Hammond, Terrell Keitel, and William Griffith. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
Cousin, if you should find no one in there, all will be at an end between you and me.
As you wish. No, Josephine, I will not open it. In either event, we should be parted forever. What further reassurances do I need? Ah, that crucifix over the bed. I cannot remember seeing this here before. I know you are a Sunday churchgoer, madam. I've often heard you pray before retiring. Then, swear to me on this crucifix that there is no one in there, and I shall believe you. I will never open that door.
I swear it.
Louder. Take it in your hands and repeat. I swear before God that there is nobody in that closet.
Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by Sign-Off, the Sinus Medicine, and True Value Hardware Stores. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
CBS News follows on WBBM Chicago.
Mystery Theater presents Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. The Encyclopedia Britannica defines the term medicine man as a name loosely applied to any man in a primitive culture who practices sorcery, prophecy, or magic, or who treats illness with charms, drugs, etc. Some 125 years ago, our own Wild West was a primitive society, and we had our own medicine man. This is the story of one such.
Thank you, my friend. Clumsy of me to drop that card. Getting to be an old man. Still want to bet?
Well, maybe I'll try just one more.
Splendid. Now, watch carefully.
Yeah.
I place the 3 cards on this board face down. Move them in a figure 8. Up, front them, mix them up. To make sure all is honest and above board, would you like to mix them yourself?
I reckon I don't have to.
Very well. 2 reds, 1 black. Pick a black 10 and you win. What is your bet?
Well, sir, I'm going to go for broke.
Our mystery drama, The Rainbow Man, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars Ralph Bell. It is sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division and Anheuser-Busch Incorporated, Brewers of Budweiser. I'll be back shortly with Act One.
honest things nobody else can say. When you say but
You say you care enough to only want the king of biz. There's no other one. There's only something left. Because the king of biz is beating all the rest. When you say you said it all.
And Mr. Bush, St. Louis, Missouri.
Here we are talking with one of the thousands and thousands of people who bought a Buick this year. This is a Skylark, right?
That's right. Pretty, huh?
Indeed it is.
You want to sit in it? I'll let you for $1.25.
You charge to let people sit in your Skylark?
Oh, this is a very nice car. Look, I figure when word gets out, people will be lined up for blocks. Hey, you want to honk the horn? Give me a dime.
Listen, sir, Buick dealers let people do this for free.
They do?
Yeah.
Well, I think they're missing a good bet.
Buick, dedicated to the free spirit in just about everyone.
Sometimes he just sold snake oil, or whatever the name was that he gave to his magic elixir, which could cure all evils. He was a blend of doctor, minister, faith healer, charlatan, salesman, comedian, and entertainer. He was as welcome as he was frequently unwelcome, depending upon how successful he was as a confidence man and unsuccessful as a gambler. For the shell game, or three-card Monte, was usually part of his stock and trade. He was a colorful, delightful, hard-working, lonely, fascinating figure. This one's name was Dr. Phineas Merriweather, and he called himself the Rainbow Man.
Now then, Mrs. Moonlight, my fatal phantasmagoria, feline femininity. Still your cries. Oh, I know. With Rainbow gone, nothing is the same. And the vagabond life is not what it once was without her. But what will be, will be. Like all pussycats, you are nothing if not practical. You smell the effluvium of that broiling Rocky Mountain trout I caught this afternoon. Very well, my dear. We shall share it together. Oh. What about that, Mrs. Moonlight? Even in the desert waste, we attract the curious crowd. Or at least one of them?
Just a cowhand sloping on out. Saw your fire. Can I join you?
My door is always open, my friend. In particular, this one, since it's the whole outdoors. I have nothing to fear.
No, not for me, that's for sure. Ain't borrowing no trouble, just carrying enough. I don't need no more.
Then hobble your pony and join me and Mrs. Moonlight for dinner, such as it is.
Oh, I don't hanker much to eat, mister, but might try a little of your coffee.
Help yourself, son.
Thank you, Mr.
Not Phineas Merriweather, sir. Student of the Anatomicus Humanitas, skeletal articulation, splenidic spontaneity, the cycle of the circulations, the fundamental functions, and the health and vigor of the digestive tract. You can call me Doc.
Sure. Hi, Doc.
This is my platonic partner on my peripatetic path, Mrs. Moonlight. No ordinary cat, I assure you.
I reckon if she belongs to you, she couldn't hardly be. And wow, this ain't no ordinary coffee.
It's a brew developed by a mistress of the skillet and every other walk in life. The lady in question is no longer with us. She was my wife.
Oh, I'm mighty sorry you had to lose her.
So mine.
Oh, I lost my woman, too.
I'm mighty sorry to hear that. You didn't give me a name.
Oh, Henry Thomas. Well, just plain Hank to most people.
And, you just lost your dear wife?
Oh, no, sir. I lost the woman I hoped to make my wife.
She found another charms more to her liking?
Oh, no, Sir Doc. It was her father, first of all, found me not to his liking.
And the lady?
Oh, what can Annie do? I can't offer her nothing. I ain't got nothing.
A fine, upstanding fellow like you. You couldn't save enough to support a wife? Make a home for her?
Well, it wasn't enough for her daddy.
But I was stupid enough to think I could build what I had into some kind of stake he might see his way clear to give his blessing.
Ah, a light is beginning to dawn. You thought to increase your worldly wealth by application to the gaming table. Hmm?
Yeah. Always figured I played a right smart game of poker till I got took by Champ Rutledge.
Well, of course, I don't know the gentleman you mentioned, but I have a sneaking suspicion I know his breed. Yes, of course, Mrs. Moonlight. Hank, do you believe in divination?
Mr. Doc, I plain have to say I don't know what that is.
Well, first, let's eat some dinner. Then I have a feeling our fates are somehow hopelessly entwined.
I reckon I must sound pretty near like that old coyote, the way I've been talking on.
Oh, not a bit of it, my boy. I asked for questions and I got my answers. Mr. Carter Billings runs the biggest cattle stand in this part of the country. He has a daughter beyond compare. She loves you. You love her. But Mr. Billings is taken with a sickness, and somewhere he feels what is best for his daughter is a man with money and position. And that is not you.
No, sir, Doc, it sure ain't.
You mentioned something about a stake.
Well, that was just what I'd put by for my wages, plus a claim I'd staked on a gold mine never got broke ground on.
And those were the assets which were conned away from you in a poker game.
Only myself to blame.
5-card stud?
Yes, sir, Doc.
Hank, my boy, what is the name of your little town that you're trying to put behind you?
Painted Butte.
Far from here?
No, about 5 or 6 miles.
You see, the moving finger writes...
Pardon?
I was headed for Saxton Falls, but no one waits there to greet me. Nor do I have anyone there to greet. So, why not Painted Buttes? If you will be my guide and take me there.
Oh, Doc, I can't go back there. Mr. Billings sure ain't going to take me back as ranch hand. There ain't no way I can make a living there other way.
I'm not quite so sure, my boy. How'd you like to work for me?
You? Doing what?
That's just what I'm about to explain to you.
But that's plain dishonest. I mean, that's like stealing.
Now, let us weigh that statement carefully in the balance. What do you consider stealing to be?
Well, taking something from somebody without him knowing you're taking it.
The way Champ Rutledge took you at the poker table? Don't answer that for a moment. So far, we have only one definition, and that's too simple.
I don't understand, Mr.
How can I explain? Where to begin? With myself, I suppose. The business I've been in all my life. Illusion. Now you see it, now you don't. Is that in itself dishonest?
Well, what business were you in?
Show business. The theater. Carnivals.
You were an actor, fella?
Latterly, I was billed as Dr. Thunder and his Rainbow, my wife, and my joy in living. We were a feature in every carnival in the East and across this wide country as far as St. Joseph, Missouri. Our supreme triumph, the moment of glory when that resplendent woman, beauteous as the natural phenomenon I named her after, the Rainbow, stepped into the cabinet, spangled ablaze in the dancing stage lights, with a smile that outshone her glitter, and to the audience's amazement and titillation, I sawed her, not in half, but in 3 parts, head, torso, and her exquisite legs.
You did what?
Sheer illusion, my dear boy. The hand is quicker than the eye, the magic of misdirection. The juxtaposition of seeming equal masses, which are only optical anamorphoses.
Yeah. Doc, I don't know about being what did you call it?
A shell, my boy.
And all I got to do is bend up one corner of the black card when it drops on the ground.
Showing it to everyone around while my back is turned.
So they think I got a way of knowing it when you shuffle it in with the 2 red cards.
An apt pupil. Exactly. And then take the money I give you and bet on it.
Yeah, but how do you know if you give me money, I won't just take on out and keep going?
Because, son, I have an unerring eye for an honest face.
I don't know about that. Still seems kind of dishonest to me.
Does not the good book itself say, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth?
Oh, I guess so.
Then isn't it fair and square to swindle a man of Champ Rutledge's stripe just as he did you?
Well, now, I don't know for sure he did swindle me.
Trust me, my boy, you were swindled. And I intend to help you recapture what is your own.
Mister, why would you want to help me?
It is not you I help, or myself, but others.
What in tarnation does that mean?
Once I pursued my multifaceted career in the sordid scrambling after gain. I wanted to buy a world and lay it at the feet of the woman I loved. And all too soon my beloved was snatched from me, and I was left alone to ponder. Was it in punishment for my obsession with the world's goods? I don't know. I only know I consider my function and my call now to help the poor, the dispossessed, the downtrodden, and the outmaneuvered. Go back to Painted Buttes tonight, my boy, so no one will ever know that you were away. Tomorrow I shall be there. And if you want to join me, join me. Just remember one thing, son. From this day forward, till I give you the nod, we never saw each other any time, anywhere. There never was a night, moon up or moon down, that I don't ache for you, Rainbow. Why did you leave me behind? Yes, Mrs. Moonlight, I know. She's gone. Time for you and me to take the little split. The big one is not scheduled for us yet. The future is still ordained. I wonder what it holds.
Prophet, master of illusion, or an instrument of Satan's dark forces. Who and what is Dr. Phineas Merriweather? Was there ever the wife he dreams of? Or was she sheer delusion? Is he a wizard, and the cat his familiar spirit? Or is he just a sad old man, his brains addled by the loss of someone dear to him? I'll be back shortly with Act Two. In the 1850s, Painted Buttes wasn't much of a town. More than it is now, for it doesn't exist anymore. But a century and a half ago, it was all that a territory comprising a quarter of Colorado had to gather in and kick up a little dust. One street, the bank, the tonsorial parlor, the hotel, the saloon, the local assaying office, the general store and post office, the blacksmiths and the livery stable. And on rare occasions, a special attraction, like today.
Ladies and gentlemen of this fair metropolis of Painted Buttes, your kind attention, if you please. Allow me to introduce myself, Dr. Phineas J. Merriweather, practitioner of the ancient art of restorative controls. Health is wealth. Health is king. And what snake in this Garden of Eden threatens you most, ladies and gentlemen? The common cold. But, by great good fortune, I bring you relief. This little bottle I hold in my hand. My friends, while roaming the peripatetic wastes of Patagonia, a region of our good neighbors in the hemisphere of the South, the other Americas, I was struck by the fact that no one there, in spite of the inclement climate, knew what a cold was. On study, I found that the Urafragus root was indigenous to their culture, and that from this root could be brewed a liquid compound of such miraculous versatility in curing not only the cold, but also every other form of invasion bacilli and bacteria used to erode the human condition. Here it is, available for only $1 a bottle. 16 ounces, which should be worth their weight in gold, since they are in such limited supply. But, ladies and gentlemen, I would not ask you to try something like this without some independent and unbiased proof. Are you, sir, young man in the third row?
You mean me?
I do indeed, sir. Would you care to step up here for one moment and join me on the wagon?
Well, I don't rightly know. I mean, I ain't looking for no medicine.
Well, if you will pardon me for saying so, my trained physician's eye has noticed that your eyes are red-rimmed and affected by ruin. And I have been conscious of your heavy cough. Cough, Hank. You see, ladies and gentlemen, this young man, healthy specimen as he seems, is flirting with death. Now, sir. That's splendid, but don't overdo, Hank. Don't overdo. Now, sir, I don't know your name, but let me offer you a spoonful of my peerless placebo.
I don't know that I can afford to spend money.
A man as sorely afflicted as you, my dear boy, money is no object. Rather than see you suffer, take this bottle as a gift, and this first spoonful as a promise of things to come. There we go. Now. Stop a moment and allow the full unfolding of the healing heat to penetrate. And now, sir, I dare you to cough.
Well, I sure don't feel like...
But try. Just try.
I can't, Doctor. I just purely can't.
There you are, citizens of St. Butte. You see the dramatic powers of rainbow liquor, the elixir supreme. $1 a bottle, ladies and gentlemen, but remember, the supply is limited, so first come, first serve.
Good day, Sheriff. Howdy there, Mr. Rutledge. Care to join me in a drink? Well, a little early in the day.
Oh, come on, Sheriff. Belly up to the bar. It's on me. Bartender, give the sheriff some red eye and a beer chaser. On the house.
That's gonna hit me right.
What's all the excitement up the street?
Oh, just one of them traveling medicine men selling something's good for what ails you. Calls it rainbow liqueur.
You just get into town?
Rolled in early this morning with a big fancy wagon, a team of good-looking horses. Seems like business is good with him.
Come from the east?
That's right. I'm mighty obliged to you, Mr. Rutledge, for wetting my whistle. Here's looking at you.
Well, thanks, Sheriff. As soon as you gulp that down, why don't you and me mosey up and take a look at our visitor?
Well, why? You want me to run him out of town, Mr. Rutledge?
He's as well healed as he seems to be. Not for a moment.
Simplest game in the world, gentlemen, and how can you lose?
Little 3-card money, huh?
Must be a slicker. That game's never honest.
Still, I might take a little flutter.
He couldn't fool you, Mr. Rutledge.
No. But while he was busy trying to, we might just pull a little wool over his eyes. Let's just see what's going on.
Well, aren't you going to bet again, young sir?
Well, looks like my luck's run out. Keep losing.
Yes, but you win 2 to my 1. Luck's bound to turn again. Bound to turn. Just let me shuffle the card. Oh,
well, I'll pick that up.
Oh, thank you, my boy. Thank you. It's clumsy of me. I'm getting to be an old man.
Did you see what Hank did?
Bet a corner on the black card.
So he knows which it is.
He's learning since I took him for his shirt.
All right, I put them face down, move them in a figure 8, hop round them, just to make sure all is honest and above board. Would you like to mix them around yourself?
No, I reckon I don't have to.
Very well. 2 red 10s, 1 black 10. Pick the black and you win. What is your bet, sir?
Well, sir, I'm going to go for broke.
Putting your money down?
Yeah, but 5 in that stack and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
10 in all. The gentleman bids on the middle card. Anyone else care to bet? A friendly game open to all.
What are your odds, sir?
2 to 1, sir. More than fair. Would you care to take a flyer?
I believe I will. I'll wager $50. If you can cover it.
A right heavy bet, sir. But I think I can. Which card do you select, sir?
For the first time, I find myself on the same side as Hank Thomas. Here, the middle one.
I am closing the betting. It is quite heavy, and while I like to win, I don't like to see people lose. Except within reason. So, the magic card, and it is... red. The 10 of diamonds. Such a pity. I'm afraid you lose, sir. Will you play again?
Champ. Mr. Rutledge, you were taking me from...
No, sir. No, sir, not for the moment. That exhausts all cash I had in my pocket. Besides, this is not my game. But you seem like a gambling man.
I have devoted a large part of my life to it, yes.
Are you in town till tomorrow?
Oh, yes.
My name is Champ Rutledge. Perhaps you'd care to join me in a poker game tonight. I suggest it's something you shouldn't miss if you are a gambler.
I am, sir. The name is Dr. Phineas Merriweather, and I should be proud to join you.
Well, why don't you meet me at the hotel as my guest for dinner?
Oh, I feel I should be the host.
No, please. I own the hotel and the saloon. Be my pleasure.
Then at the hotel. And at what time?
Shall we make it 7? No, 6:30. By the time we've finished dinner, the sun will be down.
I shall be there, sir. Now, if you would excuse me. Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen. Now we must turn from fun and games to the world of trade. The lure of the merchandise marts which I have combed the world to bring you, ladies. Cottons from India, silks from mysterious China, and other bolts of material
The card you bet on had the corner turned up just like the one Hank did. Now, how could you...
One of the oldest switches in the world.
You mean he cheated you?
That's right.
And you're going to stand still for that?
A little bait, my slow-witted Benner. To turn the tables, to have the biter bite. Only one thing concerns me.
What's that, Mr. Rutledge?
Why should Hank Thomas be in league with that old swindler? I think maybe we better have him at that poker game tonight, too.
Doc.
Yes. Oh, all right. What is it, my boy?
Can I talk to you here in the wagon just a moment?
Just a moment. Run the goods through your fingers, ladies. Feel the richness and the allure. How can you resist them? And, ladies, forgive me for a moment. Hank, I told you we should not appear to know each other. What is it?
Well, 2 things. Why did you accept the idea of playing poker with that no-good Champ Rutledge?
We can discuss that later. What is the other?
It's Annie. She wants to see you real bad, Doc.
Well, I'm here. Can't she come right up and buy like the other women?
Oh, no, she don't want to buy nothing, Doc. It's what you are and what your name is she needs. She asked me to tell you she's got to talk to you as a doctor.
I can't thank you enough, Doctor, for taking the time to come see my father.
Well, perhaps I will be of less use to him than to you.
I don't understand.
Time enough for that.
Oh, in the West, it's so difficult to get a doctor. And those we do have don't seem to know what's the matter with my daddy.
Miss Billings, I don't know that you can count on me to be any better.
Well, not from what Hank told me. He thinks you're pretty wonderful.
Does he now? That's the way you feel about Hank, I take it, hmm?
I can't talk about that. Daddy made a marriage contract between me and Champ Rutledge. That's the way it has to be, I reckon. But here we are at the ranch. Right now, nothing matters except my father.
What do you think, Doctor?
Mr. Billings, I think I should tell you, first of all, that I'm not a doctor.
Huh? What are you doing here?
Some of us live in a halfway house, Mr. Billings, and have the worst of two worlds. I am one of those, and I beg you to listen to me now as one who is about to join the shadows in order to protect the ones who are to live and breathe and have hope to enjoy the other. The world of life.
With every device of misdirection and the ability to juggle fantasy and reality, when are we going to believe Dr. Phineas J. Merriweather? When does he lie, confuse, and when does he tell the truth? Maker of dreams, the Rainbow Man. Let's follow him to the end of that rainbow, if there is one, when I return with Act 3. With this story, we walk uncharted paths, the byways of whim, of unreality mixed with down-to-earth problems, with a strange man of 1,000 facets and incredible tricks, a man of good or evil, which we'll have to go back to the story to find out.
Who are you?
I told you, I am Dr. Phineas.
I don't mean that. I mean, what are you? A man that talks about halfway houses and the dead as if they lived and the living as if they was already dead? What are you? Some kind of preacher?
A little of that, but mainly a simple medicine man. A bit of a charlatan who once was a prince of illusion.
Ain't enough words to talk the hind leg off a donkey. I'm looking for a cure. Get out of here.
One word, sir, before I leave, if I may. You have a daughter.
Annie.
She loves a young man who loves her in return. Why have you torn them apart?
Since you have already consigned me to the grave, you should know as well as I. This ranch, this spread, you think I own it? No. Long since mortgaged to Champ Rutledge.
Poker?
And other games of chance. I am that most unfortunate of men, a gambler without any luck.
And I, if I may borrow another hat, am what should be supposed to be the most fortunate of men, a gambler with all the luck, or at least the ability to win at will.
What does that mean?
Have you a pack of cards handy?
In this house, always. In the drawer.
I don't want to touch them. Take them out yourself, if you will.
I have the cards. Now what?
There is no wager. But let us suppose we were cutting this deck for $1,000.
Yes?
Shuffle them. Very good. Now, I riffle them once. So, you cut first. Ah, a jack. Very good. Higher than the probabilities. Now, I cut. Thus.
The ace, the hearts. Pure luck.
Oh, no, Mr. Billings. I will cut you an ace every time. But I intend to win back your ranch for the man who is best equipped to run it, young Hank Thomas. And because I want your promise that if I do, you will leave the ranch to your daughter and Hank Thomas once they marry. And give your daughter your blessing.
You don't ask much, do you?
Only a fair return for what I'm trying to give. How do you expect to accomplish all this? I'm playing poker with Mr. Champ Rutledge tonight. You intend to cheat him? I intend to let him cheat himself. For a change. Just as he has cheated you and Hank and God knows how many more. The man, sir, is a card sharp, but an amateur one. I've taken steps to make him think me the same. That's why, though you may not be able to give your daughter a suitable dowry, your son-in-law, if it's Hank Thomas, will bring it to you instead.
And are you trying to tell me, Dr. Merriweather, that my father is going to change his mind?
What I'm aiming to have him do...
I can't believe it. There really is a chance I might not have to marry Champ Rutledge.
There sure is. And now, my dear, I reckon we're just about back to my wagon.
How can I thank you, Doctor? My daddy seems so much better after seeing you.
I hope his mind has been relieved at least. I take it kindly of you to bring me home, Miss Billings.
Doc, where have you been? I got a... Oh, Annie.
If you two will excuse me, I've got to see that Mrs. Moonlight gets fed.
Hank?
Now, no use starting up anything again, Annie. You better head for home.
Would you help me down just a minute? I think the horse might have a loose shoe.
Well, sure, but I could check...
Hank, please help me down.
Oh, yes, Annie.
You didn't have to lift me.
Well, you don't hardly weigh more than a feather.
Is that the only way you think of me?
Don't now. I mean,
Yes?
Yes, what?
Yes, what do you mean?
Annie, I gotta let go of you, or I swear I never will.
That's a little better. Why should you?
You know why.
Kiss me.
I ain't got the right.
Maybe there's a chance you might. That's some of what I got to tell you. Only first... Oh, Hank. Please, kiss me first. Hank? Oh.
I'll see you. Raise your 5.
Meet the raise and add 10.
I'm staying. Sheriff, Billy, you out? Okay. Let's make it interesting. I'll bump it 50. I'll see. Mr. Doctor, or whoever you are. You want a challenge?
Nope. I fold.
2-pack. 10s and 3s. Read 'em and wait. Well, I got lucky. Filled my straight to the middle. 8 through queen. Not on my deal, you couldn't. Beg pardon? Well, forget it. Whose deal is it now? Sheriff Cutts? My deal. You're being very lucky, Hank Thomas. Ain't it the truth? Kind of a pleasant change, huh? Not from my seat. I don't like the way the cards are going.
The whimsy of the lady with the cornucopia, the shifting winds of chance. What brings us all here, after all?
All right, 10 is high, Doc. Your bet.
I'll venture $1.
I raised you 2. Two to the doc, 7 spades to studs, big king to the sheriff, 7 of diamonds to Hank, and the dealer. Hey, lucky strike, ace of spades. I'm running far behind. Looks like my makeup hand. All right, I'll go $50. Who's in?
I'll cover the 50.
I'll fold up. I'll stick. So, 4 in the pot. Third card. 7 to the doc. Deuce of nothing to studs. Your deuce, huh, Doc? Queen of spades to Hank. And a big ace of hearts to the dealer. Still high. All right, I'll up the ante. This round costs till it hurts. Make it 1,000.
I'll cover you.
Oh, I'm out. I'll see you. Raise you everything I got. 9,000. 9,055.
Well, suddenly a big game. I'll see you and double that.
I think I'll fold.
Meet your bet. Double it again.
Where are you getting the money to bet?
What do you care? You see the color of it, you match it.
Ain't that many chips left. I'll give you my IOU. I'll see you and raise.
No paper at these high stakes, unless the paper is valid.
You suggesting my signature on my word ain't bond?
I'm not suggesting anything except that we keep this game honest.
That's the last coming from you.
I'm out of it, sir. And you're the dealer.
Okay, Hank Thomas. What do you want to cover?
The mortgage to the Billings Ranch.
You kidding? There ain't that much money involved.
Enough so you can't foreclose. The rest you'll get fair and square.
Okay. Stud, here's the key to the safe. Go fetch it. And everybody just keep his hands nice and easy on the table. Okay. Here's your mortgage, free and clear. Let's get this over with. Everybody witness?
I'll hold the deed.
Well, what good it'll do you? How come you're not the big winner, Mr. Card Sharp? Scared we had tabs on you?
One little mistake you made about me, Mr. Rutledge. I don't play cards for a living.
It's fortunate that you didn't plan to be a winner tonight. Let's get to the showdown.
Okay. You seeing me?
Name of the game.
Spade flush. Ace high. Good enough?
Not quite. Full house. Ace is up. Read 'em and weep.
Except that you're missing an ace. 2 pairs is all I see.
What? Wait a moment. Somebody's cheating.
You mean that missing ace of clubs you thought you had in the hole?
What do you mean, thought I had?
The one you dealt off the bottom?
How did you know? I had it there since the beginning. Ace in the hole.
It reads a deuce to me.
Now, just everyone hold it. You're not getting away with this.
You mean this is a town you can't have an honest deal in?
I mean, this is my town. I run it my way. Not anymore, champ. I'm off the hook as far as you're concerned. Doc Merriweather here helped me take this town back. Nobody tells me I'm through. How'd you get here, Billings?
That was my suggestion. I thought he ought to see you for what you were before...
Before what?
Before I died. Thank God someone was wise enough to show me the truth.
Only I got the draw, and I'm cutting out. Nobody's going to stop me.
Have you ever heard of Nemesis, Mr. Rutledge?
Get out of my way, con man. You've caused enough trouble. You want to find yourself dead?
As it happens, yes. We're going together.
You had a gun, and
I didn't want to be the instrument, but someone had to lower the boom.
Oh, Doc. Doc, are you all right?
Oh, I couldn't be better, son. Wouldn't want it to be any other way in the world.
You're bleeding. What can we do for you?
Just see those 2 kids get married. And all I could wish them is that they have a time together like me and Rainbow had.
We sure will make a try.
It's a lovely world, you know. We just keep it that way. And now that I'm not going to have it anymore, I'd like to leave it that way.
Doc, I ain't going to let you do it.
I wouldn't have you stop it if you could. Rainbow is waiting for me. And that lovely world beyond. To be united with the one you love. What else is better in the world, or the world to come? The saddest tragedy is to be alone.
The medicine man, or anyone who hopes with some magic panacea to cure the ills of the world, has to fail, just as those who depend on him are doomed to the same fate. But the effort is always worth the risk, no matter what the result. At the worst, there is some gain, if not to everyone, to the lucky few. Count Annie and Hank among those, and this story has not been in vain. I'll be back shortly. As I said somewhere earlier, Painted Buttes is a ghost town today, haunted by what ghosts I wouldn't know. Although Hank and Annie and her father, who died quietly in his time, are buried there, and in the quiet of sundown may whisper together in the breeze. Our cast included Ralph Bell, Jada Rowland, Robert Dryden, and Russell Horton. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by Sign-Off, the sinus medicine. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.